You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast, the #1 podcast for gaming and hobby banter, with your hosts, Jacob, Greg, and Muddy.
G'day everyone, Jacob Corner here for Power Stance Gaming. What an amazingly, ridiculously hot week in Queensland. I'm considering moving back to Victoria. I'm putting it out there. You give me another day of 35 plus degree heat, I'm moving back to Victoria.
I'd go for the footy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah,
Melbourne.
you're British though. You're
Last time we were there for the Super Showdown. How hot was it though?
It was stinking
Our
hot.
heads got burnt
It was burning hot.
until like midnight, and
And
it
then
was
it got
freezing
freezing.
cold.
yeah,
Another
but it's only
bite.
like quarter of the day. Anyway.
It was hot though.
Anyway,
And the chicks had their cans out.
Mr. Muddyman, how you doing?
Awesome.
We've got a special... we'll come back to you actually. Mr.
Okay.
Greg, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, enjoying the heat.
No, not at all.
No, I am joining the heat.
I know,
is.
you're
Yeah,
not.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love the heat.
Sweating.
It's ridiculous.
I love it. You know what? And just like what I do is like on a day like this, what I do is I get home, put my runners on, straight outside, and go for a run.
Yep.
Yep.
Some people choke themselves for pleasure as well. So, you know, we've all got our little quirks.
I could show you some videos of some weird stuff people like to do.
35 degrees, get out there and go for a run. That's my advice to you
just
right now.
Masochist, is that the word?
Yeah,
we're
just
looking for
punch
here?
yourself
Yeah.
in the nuts.
Highly
whatever.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Love
what? Even better, have someone else come up and drop kick you in the nuts.
Yeah,
Nah, you're just all soft.
that's it.
Just get out there and put a good sweat on, that's all I say.
No thanks.
Mr. Muddy, how are you?
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
And I guess we need to say it. Happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm feeling old.
We prepared a little rendition for you. You ready?
Yeah,
Oh, what
well,
do you-
first of all, we've got
yeah.
got your little present. Not too sure how this will translate on the podcast, but off you go.
You get
Care- carefully.
Wait up.
Out to you.
I'm worried.
Happy birthday
This is like
to
some-
you.
to wind up Willie.
If this is-
Happy birthday, dear Muddy.
Happy birthday.
This isn't
to
any
you.
like some magazine that.
Just
from
open it
your-
up. Just open it up.
Have some faith.
Oh yeah! Oh, this will go well with my collection at the moment. Actually, thank you very much, guys.
We may have been inspired by what's happening at davesgames.com.au.
Oh my gosh!
So what is it, Muddy?
What? I've got the Court of Owls saga, which is a Batman, comic book series.
So you got a magazine.
I do.
And a clean one.
Now, am I allowed to read this on the toilet?
It's yours. Go nuts.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh man, this is awesome. Thanks, guys.
That's all right. Happy birthday.
Man,
Happy
this
birthday,
just
dude.
goes so well with my favourite pastime almost at the moment. You know,
At the
now
moment,
that
yeah.
Rumble Slam's been put to the curb somewhat a little bit, the old Batman's coming out in full force. I think.
Well, that nicely leads into a segue of exactly that. What have you been up to?
Well, okay, let's jump in. I think the game I played was another game of. I think that's the only game I've played. We've had Batman. Yeah. Over at Josh Bruce's house, the Bruce Manor, as it will. It's good stuff, man.
That just dawned on me. His last name is Bruce, anyway.
Yeah, he lives near Pete too. He loves that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, but it's like,
I think it's mentioned on the chat probably
Every time.
once a week at least.
yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to get Bane out again, and I faced off against the Penguin,
Oh, nasty penguin.
but I broke the Penguin. Grundy, not so good. But yeah, I got the Penguin, which was all I actually cared about in the end. So still learning the rules. There's a lot to get through. But I'm hoping now that I've actually got my own kit now, I can actually start flipping through and painting and reading rules. Well, not really.
So which one of these boxes is your kit?
Well, the one we literally just opened, it was the Bane one, the Venom Overdrive one. It's good. It's like they call them the Bat boxes, and it's like a little startup kit where you get cards and whatnot to go with it, for items. And I think there's some special scenario and almost like a little startup rules to go with it as well. So you can almost just go straight out of the box. So looking forward to getting that onto the table and actually having it painted. And I've built a couple of buildings to go along with the Gotham board slowly.
Looks really good.
Trying to
man.
replace all the busted up ones with ones that are actually still intact.
Well, the good thing is when you play
Raish?
Titanicus,
Oh yeah.
you can swap the built buildings for the blasted out ones.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
they
destroy them.
Yeah, because when are you getting that, Greg? When's that happening?
Yeah.
Is that when you're getting the sisters?
Oh man, some Sisters Titans, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's all
Oh,
good.
now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Were the sisters around in the heresy?
No.
Yeah, they were.
No.
The sisters are
Oh
always
no,
been there.
they were an offshoot according to
From
the books.
the great
Yeah.
apostasy?
Oh, they sort of were born out of in the books, in the Horus Heresy books. I'm pretty sure whenever one of the ships goes through the warp, one of the human, so not Space Marine types, but one of the sort of human hanger-oners that were going around during the Great Crusade.
Like Imperial Guard or something.
No, not Imperial Guard. There were certain the orders. That's what it was. She was like an order for the Space Marines. And well, you read the books. I'm sure what happened was, this is going back 5-6 years ago.
I read like I think the first 3.
Well, so I think what happened was, they went through the warp, and her inert psychic abilities came to the fore, and she sort of protected them through the warp. And from that, she was like the first, Sisters of Battle. That's where it was born out of.
Oh, right.
I must have. I didn't.
Have they all
read-
got psychic abilities or something?
No, they haven't. But that's kind of because she was like a legend. You know, she looked after them. It was like,
And so she got her own chapter or something.
yeah, I think so. I sort of didn't read much after that, but
Yeah.
I get the impression. I'm guessing here, but I get the impression that's where it was born out of. I could be talking a lot of crap, but that's the way it sort of.
If he's talking a lot of crap, that means he's just wasted 5 minutes of my life
Yeah.
and I'll never get back on my
Yeah.
birthday.
Not to mention all that bandwidth of our dear listeners that had to
Yeah.
download this.
I'm sure they're interested. They're probably going, "Geez, that's really good history. Good history lesson."
If it's not
It
what
is.
happened, it should have.
Well, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it sounded good to me.
It did sound good.
It
But
did.
then I've
But-
read a page and a half of a Blood Bowl novel, and that's my Black Library experience.
That's still happening.
So-
That's still happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
It's going to happen.
You keep saying that. The reason I had to ask, though, what box was yours is we're currently in the warehouse of davesgames.com.au,
Yep.
and there's more than one Night Models box
Yeah.
visible.
It was. I wasn't expecting it. It just turned up like yesterday. Actually,
Yeah,
There was no warning or so. On that shelf over there, we're just talking about this with Greg. Most of it's actually pretty much already about to go.
Pre-sold,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
not a bad way to be.
I know. But the Terror in Gotham one, which is the one with Grundy over. Can you see that one over on there on the side?
Yeah, mate, yep.
Yeah. That's for me. That although unless someone else grabs it, what I tend to do is I find stuff that I want, and then I put it on the shelves, and I put it on the site, and then if it doesn't sell within probably maybe the first few
4
couple of
minutes.
weeks,
Yeah.
I'll just take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
you-
listeners,
so
jump
the-
on davesgames.com.au, buy the box.
by the
That's
talent.
how
Frustrating.
That is
By the
happened to-
Talon's night.
That's happened to me a couple of times where I'm like, right, that's it. If this building doesn't sell, like I'm gonna open this one, and then it gets sold, and you're like, God damn it, I was about to open that. Yeah, so it's happened a bunch of times.
Well, that's cool because that ties in well with the graphic novel, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
perfect.
This fits in perfectly. Like, there's a the court one over there actually. That box set over there,
To be fair, there was like heaps in the shop.
dude. There's
And I must
so
admit,
much.
I sort of figured I'll just get what I would get.
Yeah.
So I
Good
got
choice,
that.
dude. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'll have a fun. I'll have a good read of that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
So what else have you been up to? Painting wise? Any more 1 to 72?
No, because I still got to get bloody hot. What's the shop called? Where Jono's always going.
Hobby-Rama, yeah.
Why you got to go there?
Because that's the place to get hat.
No. Get it online.
I'm gonna have to go to eBay.
eBay.
Hats.
It's a
Hat.
brand.
Oh,
HAT.
Hat
Gotcha.
Industries,
I
yeah.
don't even know what it stands.
it's not like under the counter type stuff.
No. You got to go to Caboolture train station.
Yeah.
You got to see Carlos. Got any hat, man? Hey, you Dave. Yeah, man. I got some hat over here, man. You want the Prussian, eh? Yeah, man. It's Prussian.
While we're talking 1 to 72, and you're doing Carlos, so you're gonna be a while. So
Get your fucking neckbed friends over here, man. The neckbed gang, bro.
I got to shout out because I posted that photo of my grenadiers
Yeah.
that I dumped in the simple green. Probably,
How did that work out for you?
probably not the greatest idea I ever had because they were the vintage ones. Like they were from proper 1970s models.
Were.
But I dunked them in simple green because the paint was on there, and A guy and I shared the post to Napoleonics in 172, which is a great community, by the way.
Yeah.
And a guy's like, "Oh man, if the paint's not thick, you should have just painted over it." And I was like, "This paint is thicker than Nicki Minaj." Like,
Whoa.
it had to go. And but what I loved about it is after I posted that, I had one person post publicly, and I had 2 more PMs of people in the group, and a dude from Italy, nonetheless,
Yeah.
emailing me saying, "I've got heaps of these. Give me your address. I'll send you what I can spare."
What?
How awesome is that?
That's unbelievable.
All right, so all those conversations about, the toxicity
Yeah.
of the internet,
Yep,
man,
yep.
it goes to show.
Oh, there's some good out there.
You get on the right group.
I think Napoleonics in 172 is such a little niche group.
they look after their own.
Everyone looks after each other,
Yeah.
and it's great.
How many
And-
members? Sorry, in the group, just out of interest.
that's a good question. That's a good question.
Be interested to know.
Yeah,
actually,
I'll-
the only reason being, I'm a member of the Strontium
Strontium dogs.
Strontium Dogs Facebook group, and it's only a few hundred in that.
And-
at the moment,
Good chats.
all top dudes.
So you're always
Everyone
speaking
just com-
high of your 3D printing
Yeah, yeah.
as well. So, like, if you get on the right chats, like
678 members.
there you go.
Yeah,
look
there
at
you
that.
go. So it's a small group.
Yeah, and currently 50 of them have liked my latest post.
What, really?
So it's a good strike rate getting in there.
That's wicked.
So that was my Gordon Highlanders that I posted up.
Do you know they've survived?
They're so good with the tartan. You did a wicked job on that tartan.
I'm not happy just because it took so long. Like, you know how we said that line about finding the line between effort and
But how many do you need?
investment? I got 2 more of that, so another 72 to paint.
They look great.
All right, yeah,
they
but
look great.
okay, you'll get that down just by doing it.
Well,
but
that took me probably 3 weeks, and I really want to do a battalion a week.
but
That's my goal.
I reckon that's one that will draw the eye. So as much as you want to get this formula to getting the timings down, I think that's one that you might want to just let have its time because it's going to draw the eye.
It's going to draw the eye.
It's the same with the banners. We've talked about the banners. Like I sent you those.
The American Civil War banners.
Oh, they were 28 though, but it's the banners, man.
It just draws your eye.
It
yeah.
just pops. So
Have you not bought them yet?
No, it's gonna. I think I said this to DT when we were chatting about banners the other day.
Carlos is still trying to get him in, man.
I said no. It's going to be the full stop on the army. So when the project is done, the last thing I'll do is order the banners, and that'll be that's the line.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I can't do this forever, I don't even think I can do it till I finish it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So, but no, like it's fantastic and it's so cool. And the other thing I'm loving about the project is the research that's going along with it. Like reading about the Gordon Highlanders today was fantastic. And because I didn't know whether it was the Gordon Highlanders or Gordon's Highlanders, so I had to wiki that.
Oh yeah, he's full of balls deep.
And what else were you doing?
But then from there, I'm like,
What else was he
oh,
researching?
they've got a regimental march. So I was like playing the march and listening to the bagpipes.
While driving around in your car at McDonald's,
Yeah.
doing laps,
Doing lappies, yeah. With Cock of the North playing.
flashing
And,
your bits, flashing your skirt.
That's it. You got to shift them baggies. And then I'm like, reading all the history and stuff, and yeah, it's fantastic. I'm really digging the project. So, and that's for the British side. That's one of 8 regiments in the division. And each of these regiments has that history and that stuff that I'm really sort of diving deep into. So,
Imagine if you were actually living like over there, you'd probably have a bit more of a like even that personal connection. You might have relatives that might have been there and whatnot as well.
but even just the ability,
for that
because they've all got
research.
museums, like
Yeah.
they've got the regimental museums and stuff. And you go and see that; it'd be amazing.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's massive. In my hometown, we've got a regimental museum, and just going into it, like it's fantastic. It's seeing how the regiment developed over time, over hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And you're right. But even just coming from the town and knowing who your regiment is and where they fought and how well they did, you have a real connection.
Well, this other one I'm starting, the 28th, the Gloucestershire. That's a hard word to say, by the way, for an Aussie.
Gloucestershire.
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 Um,
Now he's sounding like a fucking pirate.
Regiment.
Arr,
They
fire the fucking cannon.
was it them? Or it might have been the first. The Scots, Royal Scots. Their first battle honour is like 1680 in Tangiers. And this regiment has been around since the 1670s, and they were fighting campaigns in North Africa in the 1680s and that sort of stuff. And
A lot of fighting going on.
yeah, it's craziness. Just think that sort of history and like
Yeah, we got nothing.
Cronulla riots, mate. Come on.
Incredible. Speaking of which,
I can get him.
my nephew has just signed up to the army. In fact, he's just, as of the weekend, 4 days ago, went over to officer training, soldier training. So off to basic.
Good luck.
16.
Yeah.
Just turned 17. Just turned 17.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. So that's him. Off he's gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wants to be a weapons technician, which I
Okay.
think is code for bomb disposal.
Mm.
I think.
Well, after reading that novel you gave me, jeez.
Oh, no. Good luck, Peter, if you're listening.
Good luck.
Which I don't think you will be because your phone's been confiscated because you're now in barracks. So anyway.
Yeah, they take the whole suitcase off you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They tell you to pack the suitcase and then they take it all off you.
And you get your hair cut and get your fatigues. And
I had long hair too. They were fighting for me at the barbers. Damn it.
They were just keen to shave you.
Yeah. Because it's the full shave. It's not a haircut. And I had hair down my back.
proper.
Did they do
Proper.
you back? Because I could.
No, they leave that.
All right.
That's a manly look.
My wife's birthday tomorrow, and
Happy birthday.
yeah, she said. I said, "What do you want for your birthday?" She said, "You could wax your ass."
Why is that important?
I don't know.
What is she doing down there?
I don't know.
My missus doesn't want to even look at mine.
Yeah. Well, wax it and see if it changes anything.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Ah.
Yeah, I could be onto something there.
Relationship advice with Jacob.
Yeah. Greg, have you played any games recently?
Since our last recording, I only played Tombstone with your good self.
Pew pew.
Yeehaw, partner!
Oh my goodness. We will be dropping.
Are we
a
saving
review
it?
soon?
Okay.
We're not going to get into much, but I'm kind of old
Keen?
West chubbed up,
All right.
and I'm probably going to be ordering more Black Scorpion miniatures soon.
All right. Fuck,
Because
it's,
they look
it's like that, is
so
it?
good on the table.
But to be fair, and I only realised it after we had spoken, the engines that they've got up there,
Yeah.
they're brand new. The Apaches they've got.
Yeah,
and
they're only
are
just released.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're like
What were the other ones? They had Indians
Yeah, they
up there
had-
before.
Yeah, but they've redid the range, or they've added to the range.
There was nothing
Yeah.
wrong. I didn't think
like
there was
these are rocking. No,
yeah,
these are like
these are.
stepping. Like you look at this and go, yeah, I want to play engines.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to play engines now. I never did. I'm a cowboy.
Damn it! I'm gonna have to get. Which cruiser you guys got? Because
I got 7 Cav.
I know you've got the 7th Cav.
I've got basically everything that's not 7th Cav or engines. I bought all the Tombstone boxes, so like there's the 20 civilians,
Yeah.
and I bought the Outlaw box.
What was
and
the
I
other
bought
one?
The
Earl?
Earps.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Had to buy the Earps because they're cool. And yeah,
I want the Cav.
well, get the
Get
Cav.
the Cav.
Yeah, but I
Paint
want
it grey and call it the Confederate.
Confederate.
Yeah.
Are we like Westworld?
Westworld, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Can
Dude,
I
just get some Perry
or you? I
Confederates.
tried. You said no, you can't use those. That's not historically accurate. That's 50 years before that.
No, that was for.
What was it?
That was when you were trying to use
What was I doing?
yeah, the British from the War of Independence in Napoleonics.
Oh yeah, that was. They're sexy though.
Different hats, mate. The hats are just the most important thing in historicals.
Maybe their quartermaster hadn't kept up with the latest fashions.
Maybe.
The campaigns.
Yeah, but you could use Confederate troops totally in Tombstone.
Good stuff.
Because they're just
fine.
would be
generic
cool.
profiles.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get Perry's then. Huh? What up? Size.
These are 35.
Yeah, and the Perry's will be probably 25, 28.
I can imagine the Perry's being that little bit slimmer
Yep.
than
More historically
Black Scorpions.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Scorpion's like proper
Beefed up.
35.
Superheroes.
Historic. Sorry.
Damn
heroic.
it. All right, we're back on the Scorps.
Yep.
That's cool. All right, well, let me know.
Get
I'll
the
go back
engines.
through the range. I bet I end up with 7th Cav or Indians.
I think we played with 5 aside, didn't we? 5. I
Yeah.
think just
Am I
scenario aside, I think you wouldn't go more than 5, would you?
You could, yeah. I
You
think
think?
so, yeah. Depends. Like 300 is like their average.
Right. And we played 200.
No, we played 300.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But then we didn't have any big toys or any fancy stuff. It was all just like basic dudes with basic weapons and nothing
Yeah.
fancy.
Toys? What other toys can you have?
Oh, like, dynamite and
Oh,
lassos,
right.
and we didn't have anyone on horses or anything like that. It was all just
Because am I allowed to talk about the images I saw?
yeah.
All I saw was Greg's guys behind billboards taking pisses in there.
Hang on a second. I
He's
did.
a high elf player.
No, but hang on a second. I did get my officer up in your right in your grill.
He did.
So
He
I did do that.
charge out and attempt
One
some
guy.
combat. Yeah.
One guy.
So oh my God, this is like you playing Infinity. You got like a whole bunch of cheerleaders at the back of the board and one guy ramboing around.
He's like, right, I'm going to shoot with both barrels of my shotgun. Right, I missed. So I'm going to reload my shotgun. I'm going to shoot with both barrels of my shotgun. I'm going to hide behind the building. Like that. That was the turn. It was classic.
Now I'm going to go to the other side of the
Classic
building
Greg, yeah.
and I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, no,
It's a fun game.
But you didn't yell 6 dice.
we stuffed up a little bit because we made shooting too hard for the first 2 turns. We thought that the long range was the maximum range, but it was like anything over that range is long. There's not actually any maximum ranges.
Oh, so you could have had an extra turn or two of shooting at just really high rolls.
We were putting neg modifiers on it.
Yep.
And the modifier, when we do the review, we'll talk more about the modifiers, but it's a huge part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge how the modifiers work. So, yeah, we should have been rolling higher dice than we were. So,
Okay.
Yeah. No, excellent. It was really good. And
I think I might have asked you this earlier. Multi?
not really.
Not really. Okay.
The way the activations work, it's definitely built for 2 players.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and on top of that, pin up, you would have saw on Workbench Wednesday today, my Rumble Slam referee werewolf.
Yeah. Well, are you just using that as a
Going to use
feature?
as a stand-in for Blanca.
Oh, okay. Oh,
my
okay.
current werewolf.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So for Brisbane Brawl,
The Brisbane
Sunday.
Brawl this Sunday. So this comes out on a Saturday. So I'll be at a Kings tournament, and then the next day I'll be at the Rumble Slam tournament,
Yeah. That'd be good.
and then I'll wake up Monday at the KFC. After I get punched out,
Sounds good. Sounds like a real plan. I love that you've got the whole weekend
I'm
mapped out.
shooting for the stars.
So
Yep.
what else you been up to?
Me? Not much between painting kilts and playing Cowboys. That's about it.
There's one other thing that we both did.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
We watched Captain Marvel. That's
Yeah,
right.
There's like a vacant stare there.
I'm like, yeah, are we going to, on the cast, talk about Okay, no, it looks like we're not. Captain Marvel, yes, definitely.
So spoiler alert, I think,
yeah,
first
big
of all.
spoiler alert here.
Yeah.
Bet.
Because you're not going to watch it. Are you?
No.
It's a Marvel film with a female lead. He's not going to watch it.
Oh, look.
He was one of the ones on Rotten Tomatoes putting in the previews out.
Wait a minute. Wait up. I heard the Rotten Tomatoes was that bad they've edited the Rotten Tomatoes to get rid of the shitty scores.
No, because people were review bombing it. They were giving it low scores without having seen it.
See, it's interesting when it's Batman that gets a bad review. It's Batman shit.
All right.
But when Marvel
Let's
get the
step
bad
back from
reviews,
here.
it's getting bombed.
The viewer reviews before the movie came out. The viewer reviews before the movie came out was zeros for my Captain Marvel.
Okay, yep.
The critic reviews after Batman was released.
The critic reviews.
The critic reviews.
Are we okay?
So there's 2 different things. There's viewers and there's critics.
No, well, see, we've had this discussion before, and this
Yeah.
is why I don't think you should listen to the reviews. I'm not bagging whatever. It's Marvel. I'm not as into Marvel as
Yeah.
you guys are, right? So there's a difference between the critics and viewers. There's a massive difference. If you went, and we'll go back
One of
to
them
Batman.
knows what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go to the Batman one, right? The Batman reviews, the critics had Batman at like 0, basically.
It's pants. It's terrible.
When the viewers had it at 80.
Yeah.
All right, and there's a disconnect here.
Okay, so Captain Marvel, according to Rotten Tomatoes,
It's up to about 50 now.
the critics' review 79%.
Yep.
The audience score 63%.
Yeah, that's after they got rid of a whole bunch of shitty
Pre-reviews.
scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't give a movie 0 before
No,
you watch
I
it.
know,
Yeah, I don't know
but
about that,
it was down around 30, and now they've gotten rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and they've.
So
it's not.
so
It's
it's not
the
bad.
reason I bring this up is though, from what my understanding is, it's not just this movie that this stuff's happening with
No,
some
it
other
was
things on
Black
other.
Panther.
No, I wasn't even. I didn't even know they did it to
No,
Black
it was
Panther.
Black Panther. It was Star Wars. It was
Yeah.
So
Manchester by the Sea. It was like
what's
a
that?
whole bunch of movies with non-white non-male leads that just were getting review bombed before they even came out. Because protesting against the social justice warrior, pushing diversity, making us watch black dudes with AIDS, how dare they kind of thing. Like,
What's that on?
Manchester by the Sea.
Oh, see, I don't keep up with this.
So you know what I mean? Like this whole thing is like, it's like they're going, it's this agenda against these films, whether it is or not. I mean, I'm not weighing in on it, but that was Rotten Tomatoes basically saying.
Yeah.
That's
So
they said you can't review a movie until you watch it now,
So
which probably
basically,
makes sense.
there is no point looking at reviews, is what I'm saying, because either if you want to sit on the camp that says that cares about the reviews, the argument could be that you've got people bombing it, or that there's the other argument that now they're trying to control the way you vote for a movie then as well. It flips and flops.
Well,
so you
see,
can argue
I
both sides.
I would go to a review that is trusted from a reputable publication. And
That's
I
the
would listen to
questioning
what they
thing.
say about it. I'm not going to listen to randos on the internet.
No, neither would I. But I don't know who the critics are either, is what I'm getting at. Like, if you just look at those critic scores, like, who are they? You don't know. But
You do know, because it says who they are and says who they write
what I mean,
for, and
yeah,
it says
if-
where the reviews come from.
No.
So,
If
but, you can't
go
take the
in-
aggregated score. You can't take
That's
the
what I'm
average.
saying. You can't go off the critics
aggregated score.
If there's a critic that you agree with generally,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's a critique. If you can't take the critics' score as a general number, is what I'm saying.
The aggregated score. I
There's
completely agree. Yeah.
I said bring back the two ABC dudes. The chick and the dude.
That was SBS,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, it was ABC.
Wasn't it the old dude and the
Yeah.
old chick and they always
David
fighting?
and
That's it.
That was
what's the
SBS.
bird's
That was
name?
SBS.
Margaret, yeah.
Yeah.
SBS.
yeah.
It
Was
used
it
to be-
SBS?
It
Sure
used
it
to be
Yeah,
SBS.
it's SBS.
Oh, SBS. Well, whatever. Both the
Mate,
same.
I was
SBS,
watching it
ABC.
because I was waiting for a tit to pop out.
Yeah.
Late night watching.
But they were so good because they never agreed. So you got the both. Like they never once agreed unless it was a stellar movie.
But
and they agreed, and you go right. I'm
the,
definitely going to see
the
that.
problem with that though too is like they're so engrossed in movies that what they want to watch from a movie is not necessarily what I want to watch from a movie.
But then
Do you know what I mean?
find
No,
a
I
reviewer
disagree with
that
that.
thinks along the same lines as you.
That's what I mean. So that's why I can't go maybe listen to those guys because
David and Margot
they're
are great.
they're watching like weird French.
Yeah, but they also
whatever.
watched the mainstream movies and came out with a pretty, I would say, accurate
Yeah?
review of the movie.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
see, I agree. I'd rather get reviews from people that watch a range of films and can talk about cinema as a whole
Yeah.
than someone that is just, this is, Marvel fan 69, 420 coming at you from YouTube and from a parent's basement. This is what I think of all the movies.
Yeah, fair call.
So,
Anyway, let's not get bogged down in talk about reviews of a review.
it's important.
So,
'Cause
anyway,
we do reviews.
Captain Marvel.
We need to make
yeah.
we need to make sure that our reviews are above this system. All
You
right?
never
So,
want to be
this is
someone
important.
that's given 5 dice to reviews just so you're not the lowest
I'm
ranked
questioning
reviewer.
because I am.
Hey,
I think,
Muddy.
Or to try
I-
and get free shit.
Yeah.
I think there is something in that argument. I think Greg is literally throwing high scores. So this is what I mean. You can't trust it.
Yeah.
You cannot trust the reviews.
I think long and hard about my scores. Thank you very much.
Dave, you go first.
Yeah. He gives it a 4 off 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's definitely a 5. I really like the cards.
You know what, though? I feel bad because I tend to give higher scores than nearly everything. I just love games so much.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
I'm an honest
find it
individual.
Yeah, well,
You get excited.
I gave Aristeria 3.
Yeah, that was.
So that's got to say something.
Yeah, yeah.
Tough crowd.
And it
Oh,
can't be that good because I just literally had to go over to Josh Bruce's house to pick up all your Aristea that had been there since July of last year. 2 boxes
I
right
know.
there.
I can't
Soldiers
wait.
of Fortune and some other.
Sorry,
bullshit.
Josh. Sorry, it's taking so long.
He
to pick
is
them up.
in the corner right now, rocking himself. He's like, "What did I do wrong, man?" He never comes over and plays Aristea.
No, we will.
with me
We'll
anymore.
catch up. Well, because Big Mike's got an RSTA group now, so
Oh!
that's cool.
Ooh.
Big Mike, happy motherfucking birthday, yo!
Yep. Look at that. Look at the mathematical. What is
Yeah.
the chance of 2 people we know
March
having the same
13th,
birthday?
baby. How's that though?
25%, apparently.
Yeah. That's rarer than polar bears in
That's
Antarctica.
rarer than fucking polar bears.
So anyway, Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel. How are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. Loved the 90s nostalgia.
Oh, it was great, wasn't it?
And I thought, for starters, the CGI on Samuel Jackson. Incredible.
Yep. And Coulson.
He could have walked off the set of Pulp Fiction and been in that film. Like, it was nuts.
Yep.
I
I did think he sort of stole the show. He like pretty much every scene.
Well, he's Nick Fury.
Like he was.
He's not Nick Fury.
No.
He's Fury.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my goodness, so good.
Very clever.
Ben Mendelsohn, so good. How good was he?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's probably the only part that I was like. I love him as an actor. I think he's such a talented dude. But I think he missed the mark. on
Really?
this.
Oh, I thought he nailed it. I thought the
Yeah, I don't
Australian
know.
accent was perfect for starters.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a bit iffy about that. That's the only thing I was iffy about.
Okay.
It's racist.
It is, yeah.
If you,
Is he an Australian dude? Is it?
if
It's
this
a
is
colonial mindset.
this is
Racist,
a bit of a tangent, but he was in a drama series called Love My Way that was just aired on Fox,
Yeah.
and
Love My Way, that old one that my missus used to watch.
it is.
Are you watching that?
We watched it like twice.
Have
over.
you not watched? Have you started watching Titans? Punisher?
Anyway, if I could finish.
He's got to get to the Secret Life of Us when he finishes this.
If I could finish for our listeners,
I got
hang
got
on
the
a
Happy
sec.
Gil-
Hang on a
got
second.
the Gilmore Girls DVDs if you want. Missus is finished with them.
Heartbreak High, you got that?
Have you watched Love My Way by any chance?
Fuck no.
It is unbelievable. It's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life. Incredible. It is incredible.
This is why you cannot trust his reviews.
Yeah.
If I dare any man out there to watch it and not shed a tear, I dare
Hey,
any
I
man.
just cried over that McDonald's ad with the dad and his daughter. Like, so
What?
I'm just
What?
an emotional wreck.
What happened?
Whereas, like, you know,
I don't
it's
watch
like
TV.
Meatloaf's I Would Do Anything for Love, and it's like the dad and the baby daughter, and he grows up, and she grows up, and they're having McDonald's, and
They always just eat McDonald's.
no, it's like that's it.
That's it. That's
It's
it.
like
Yeah.
him as he, like, you know, the first birthdays and the and
Oh,
putting makeup
mine's-
on him and doing all the daddy daughter stuff.
Yeah. I take my daughter to Subway. That's our little one.
Pretty devastating.
She likes Subway. Me and
Yeah.
her. Yep.
Captain Marvel though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did Jerry think of it?
She loved it.
Yeah.
She's keen. She is a keen Captain Marvel fan.
I thought it hit the
Going
right
in.
chords for female watchers in that it wasn't over the top.
Hey, why
feminist
are you
in any
assuming
way.
Not in
gender
any
here?
way.
What the
No,
hell's going on
but
here?
no, but it did have strong messages, strong message for women
Yeah.
and little girls
What
especially.
about Wonder Woman?
Well,
Choo!
You know what I love though, and I picked it early on, and I said
Pow.
this to Jared. I said, and massive spoiler. I said she's gonna
What?
become
What?
Captain Marvel when she realized she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone.
yeah,
And when she
Yep.
did, I was like, yeah, fucking nailed that. But at the same time, you know what I loved about the movie? There's no sexual tension
no,
at all.
Yeah.
Even between the like, they had potential to do the Jude Law and her.
yeah,
Ooh, are they? Aren't they? Whatever. Didn't even go there.
no, it didn't even do it. It didn't.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought that was
And I'm like, it's
very-
just her being
Did you-
her,
what?
and it was her
I
story.
thought that was
It wasn't like-
disappointing.
she didn't rely on anyone else to sort of
Yeah,
develop her
totally.
character.
Yeah, and it was just about finding herself.
Yeah.
Which I must admit, going into it, I didn't know anything about Captain Marvel, and I always thought when I knew about Captain Marvel, right, I always thought it was really conceited. I actually thought how conceited of Marvel to invent, like of Stan Lee back in the day, to basically like invent. It's almost like saying how great you are, like going, hey, you know, we're got these superheroes. Oh, guess what? We're that good. We're gonna have a superhero of ourselves, of the Marvel brand. And I just thought, really, is that like? Do you have to do that? Like, it's a bit unnecessary. But of course, it's not like that at all.
Mm.
But that's what my first impressions of the Captain Marvel character.
Yeah, yeah. And, like, it does seem a bit weird that Marvel Comics has Captain
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Marvel.
Yeah,
But, you
Well-
know, Stanley wasn't really renowned for his creativity with names. He had a terrible memory. That's why a lot of them have alliterated names, like Peter Parker or,
right.
you know, all the double names. Because he was just terrible at
But
names. so it's
doesn't
just
that work in his favour because it means it's easier for the audience to remember
yeah.
too? It's like
It's
those
a
really
double-
But it's become a
stupid
convention
songs that's
that-
catchy.
comic book
Like, God damn
people
it,
have dumb names.
Stays
'cause
in your head.
Stanley was not great at making up names.
it
Yeah.
works.
Stephen Strange, like, you know, like, that's a stupid name.
It is.
Is that his name? Is that Doctor Strange?
Strange.
Is that
Doctor
his
Strange.
Stephen Strange.
It's
Yeah.
Stephen Strange. Yeah.
And yeah, you can go through. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. I also thought the obviously with Stan in the
Bucky
movie,
Barnes.
there was a bit of a lump in your throat moment
Yeah.
whenever Stan's in there. Like, oh.
I did love it when he's reading the Mallrats script.
Yeah, I don't know enough about.
Mallrats?
Yeah,
you never watched
Smith's
it?
film.
No.
Stanley makes a cameo in that film, and it was shot in like
okay.
1995.
I don't remember that, though.
right.
So he's like
This-
on the train.
I knew there'd be a
reading
bit
the
of history
script.
about what it was, but
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
That's a cute little Easter egg.
But overall, loved it.
Yeah.
I'd say it again. I probably need to say it again because I was with 9 kids at the time, and
How good was the mid-credit sting?
they made credit. What?
He's forgotten it.
Where the pager stops.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! When they turn around and it's like,
yeah. About time. Bring it.
oh, it was just like, yep,
Yep.
let's go. End
Did you
game.
stay to the very end?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All the kids love the cat.
Yeah.
There's a cat in it called Goose. So yeah,
Goose.
after Top Gun, dude. Remember
That
Goose?
scene where they're going, 7 Gs and the cat's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that the cat provides comic relief.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Very clever.
Excellent.
It's,
Highly
it's a
recommend
good
it,
film.
Molly.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
I'm sure the kids love it.
Yeah.
Interestingly, also, I think, who is it? Somebody says during it, towards the end, that she's the strongest, most powerfulest Avenger of them all. So,
Yeah.
which would be interesting to see how that pans out in the next Infinity War.
Thor's still around. Thor is the mightiest Avenger.
Well, yeah, he likes to think so.
All right. Thor and Marvel could be
Clashing.
clashing.
Yeah. You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd think so. Yeah, I hope so.
Well, he's
that
an,
would
he's an
lead-
alpha male. She's
Yeah.
the alpha female.
That would
like-
lead to so much entertainment.
Yeah.
Or
We just
sexual
need
tension.
Taika Waititi to be directing it instead of what's his face?
And I must admit, even how they ended it, again, spoiler alert, the fact that, she just took off into the galactic and
Yeah.
that was it for the next however many years, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Brilliant.
she had her own story to write.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see it one day.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. What do you think of Brie Larson? Do you think she was good?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought she pulled off the character really well, like
Yeah.
the action hero, very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah.
I thought
I've got a bit of a crush on her from when she was in Scott Pilgrim. She plays Envy Adams in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, okay. No,
Scott. Okay.
I like the
You guys need to
Kree.
read more comics.
I like the Kree strike team.
Yes.
I
Very
thought that
cool.
was sick.
That I'm thinking like as an RPG.
Oh,
As
Yeah.
a Kree strike team is the crew and you go off doing missions for
Yeah.
all that sort of shit. All their toys and all that.
I know. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. That scene where they hit in the planet and they go in the water and then they all shoot out
Yeah.
the torpedo tubes.
And they got
shit
the-
over there.
Electronic masks.
Yeah.
Love it.
So good. Marty's just like, oh.
That's it. We're finished now. That's it. Thought we'd get out of our system.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for listening to Power Stance Gaming. It's been
I like the bit with the cat.
You would. You'd have a giggle.
I've got something else I want to share with you.
Oh,
Okay, oh, great.
Yeah. So last night I was I was like flicking through War Games
Pornhub.
Illustrated.
Yep.
Well, actually, it wasn't flicking through it. What it did was, what did you just say?
Nothing.
You
Keep
cheeky
going.
bugger. For whatever reason, I just thought, I'll check out War Games Illustrated. Anyway, looked at the latest episode, and it had on the front cover Modern War.
Yeah.
And it's like Modern War Games reviewed. So I'm like, if there's going to be any one to get, I may as well get it. I was actually looking at the price of it, and it's actually not bad for the electronic edition.
Digital, yeah.
For the 12 months. I was like, yeah, okay. Just actually subscribing.
So, sorry.
Bought it. And, spur of the moment thing. But I thought, well, I'll get it. And if I like it, I'll subscribe to, the year's worth because it'll be, obviously a good read. So anyway, in the modern rules, so there's about 4 or 5 different articles about modern war games. And in the modern rule set, it really threw me to the point where I'm actually tempted. In fact, I want to write to the editor because I'm not happy. I'm actually really surprised. So
Are you raging?
I'm disappointed.
Okay.
So a bit of difference, I hope.
PC.
So
PC term for rage.
so it's called Modern Warfare Rules, which work! ! Okay,
Which work, yeah.
Yeah, which work.
Ooh.
So he said here, these are the rules we've tried for modern wargaming, 1946 to 2000, and recommend you do too. Now, this sort of 2000, he's got that in brackets, is a bit of an interesting point because here's the games he talks about: Team Yankee, Force on Force, Living on the Front Line, a Winter of 79 game, which is like an alternative universe game where everything's going to shit in Britain in 1979, and so it goes off on a weird tangent. Fireteam Modern, Round of Fire, Wars of Insurgency, Skirmish Warfare in the Modern World, A Fistful of Toes 3, No End in Sight, and Danger Close. Now, interestingly, I thought, well, okay, he's put the caveat of 1946 to 2000, right?
Yeah.
But a couple of the games, I can't remember which one specifically, do delve into modern warfare, as in current day or actually
2000
near
plus.
future. Yeah, near future. So I thought,
Is there a bracket though that's ultra modern? That's like as in current day. Is that what we'd call ultra modern?
well, okay, that's a fair point. But I thought the fact that you've got 2 rule sets in there at least that cover off near future. I've just spotted one here. No End in Sight is one of the near future ones.
Yeah.
Surely, why wouldn't you look at Black Ops? Because Black Ops, as an example, you could easily play from any era from
I've seen World War II games.
Yeah, I was going to say
Black Ops,
even World War II up to modern era.
Yeah.
Spectre is another game where I think you could probably play certainly around the 2000s.
Spectre definitely falls in the ultra modern sort of like from like current tech with all their setup though. So.
Yeah, okay.
But I could definitely see like
and Skirmish Sanguine, I would have thought.
Skirmish Sanguine is a big one that sort of missed out.
Yeah,
for me.
which to me that's again around that sort of 2000-ish era. Certainly, it's close enough that it should fall into that bracket. I would have thought. So
I think so.
I'm really disappointed by that. I thought like to me, War Games Illustrated is this like pinnacle. Like they know their
Like
shit.
there's us, then there's War Games Illustrated, then there's White Dwarf and everything else. Like,
and then
basically,
other podcasts below it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? I always sort of thought it was like the pinnacle, like they knew their gear, but that's not 1946 to 2000, that's 1946 to 2019, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably worth shooting him an email and saying, hey, can we get some... Was it just the rule sets they... Or,
again, he's
did they have
caveated with modern warfare rules which work. I believe Black Ops I think Black Ops and Spectre totally work.
Yeah, no, Spectre is a fantastic game for...
I think Black Ops is a great narrative-driven game. Like we've used it a few times.
Yeah, totally.
Love it.
Yeah.
So but I'm really disappointed. Actually, really disappointed.
I might need to read that article. Oh, you've got me intrigued.
Oh, look, triggered. They're triggered.
Yeah, I'm triggered. You can't make a claim rules that work. It's like imagine you said the only good fantasy football games to play, and then you didn't talk about Blood Bowl. Like people are going to go, well, how come you didn't talk about Blood Bowl?
I would get triggered.
You would.
That would trigger me.
So, did you read the article?
No,
or did you just get angry?
Yeah. No, I read it all last night.
You read the title.
I scanned read it. I haven't read it in depth, but I read enough of it to sort of go.
So, are they talking about the mechanics from those games that make them good, or?
Oh, just probably. Not really. No, not specifically. There's only a paragraph on each rule set, so it doesn't even go into.
It sounds like he more or less he's
specifics.
just listed his top 10 that he think are good games in that period, or something.
Yeah, but I don't believe he's right. Like,
Okay.
I don't think you can miss certainly Spectre out of the list. It just baffles me.
Once again, reviews.
Can't trust them.
Who's he getting paid by?
Well, interestingly,
Disney.
But
Those Disney bastards.
interestingly, he goes into Modern Warfare miniatures as well, and again, 1946 2000, and Spectre isn't mentioned. But I still think like Spectre's Somalians and that, like, you telling me that those dudes have,
Yeah, and they're
all right. The modern troops, no, that's not 2000. I get that, but certainly the older, like the militia stuff, absolutely would fit into any.
Well, yeah, they're African dudes with AKs. You can
exactly
any
right.
time from 1970
65
onwards,
probably when
pretty
the
much,
AK first came out.
Yeah.
So I just find it bizarre. And he's got, he had mentioned Eureka Miniatures. And Eureka do a whole bunch of modern stuff.
Yeah.
So, but he specifically points out like some of the older like models like in the range. I don't mean older as in sculpted old, as in, again, that sort of 2000 period. So then why wouldn't you go like other miniature range? I just really baffled. Unless he does view Spectre and Black Ops as ultra modern. And
I'd be really interested because to me it almost that's the only way you could sort of have that split is to go right up to 2000 is modern and then everything after 2000 ultra modded.
But then I don't think you should be mentioning the fact that certain rule sets can be used up till present day and beyond.
Yeah.
Because then it wouldn't fit. It doesn't match up correctly to the other rule sets.
But it might catch the back end of it. So it catches all the back end, and you can go beyond. But it catches all of that. Whereas you're saying Spectre, that might be ultra modern. That's it.
Yeah, like
it doesn't
Spectre
catch the back end.
It's probably Spectre's aside. It's slightly questionable, but Black Ops definitely isn't.
Have you got Spectre version 2 rule set in the news?
I don't.
Well,
Wow.
this is some pre-news. that they've released version 2.
Yes, I saw that.
And you see the special
Limited edition
limited
miniature.
edition mini?
Yep. I saw a bit of rage about it as well.
What's
About
wrong
an
with it
American
now?
dude was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what? Why can't we get it?" I was like, "Well, it costs too much to post." Oh, what? Oh, I was looking at getting involved. Me and two mates were looking at getting into this game, and now we're not because postage is killing us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to say that they advertised on social media free postage on the rulebook in the UK.
Ah,
So, but I understand, like, it's expensive to ship shit. And
absolutely. Isn't it, Dave?
Isn't it,
As
Dave?
you know. Don't talk to me about shipping.
Don't talk to me about shipping.
Yeah, I mean, I was just sending little baggies of plastic dudes all around the countryside, and that was costing me $9 a pop. So,
Yeah.
I'd hate to see what posting this bloody rulebook is going to be. I'm still buying it though.
Of course you are.
I am.
With the Harry Potter.
With that, shall we?
Did they make a Harry Potter game?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
You might get it for Christmas if you like.
Maybe. Yeah.
Shall we jump into news?
Yep. What's in the news bag, Greg?
If it's any more about Captain Marvel, I'm out.
So good.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Such a good movie. Yep. And Goose. Oh,
Goose.
classic.
Homoerotic. Is it? What do you say?
You know
Mad
what I
Max?
did love, and you would like
Homoerotic.
Homoerotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Accusers. Like, you see Ronan the Accuser in
Yeah.
Guardians, and you're like, you know they're bad dudes. And I don't know much about the law. I had to ask Jerry Lee about it. But, like, the Accusers are the, like, yeah, we come to your planet, we think you are the bad guy, so we're just going to bomb your planet. So, like, they built Ronan up to be a bad guy in Guardians, but, like, he was a really bad guy
Yeah, and
before
you
he
really-
even went bad.
Yeah, you really and you're just whenever they rocked up to Earth, you're like,
Yeah.
it's game over, man.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna
Yeah.
how are we gonna survive this?
I do love their ships, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sick.
Anyway,
Anyway,
news.
news.
Carry on.
Anyway.
See
Yeah.
that tangent he was happy with.
Just proving
see?
a point, mate.
Yeah.
Corvus Belli,
Oh,
your favorite company, isn't it?
that's it. I'm out.
So they've released some new
Make me a
stuff.
sandwich, birthday boy.
Hey, where is my sandwich?
So first up,
Two black slabs are coming.
Aristea and the Chemical Brothers. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're banned.
First duo set.
Hey, boy.
So instead of your box
Hey,
of four.
girl.
Superstar DJ.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first duo set of the Chemical Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the lore, but they look pretty
They
messed up.
look sick.
Yeah.
They look sick.
Are you gonna get that?
Probably.
Do you want me to?
Even though I've got
I'll get it dropped off at Josh Bruce's
I've
so
got
you
two
can go play.
boxes here in front of me, still in shrink wrap that I haven't even opened. That have just been given to me tonight.
You're breaking the man, eh?
No, dude, it's a game I want to play more of, but I will whenever I get time.
Yeah.
So I'll get round it sometime this year.
Yeah.
And maybe review it again because we'll have the full swag of dudes, but maybe not with you two chumps. I'll maybe review it with my Big Mike and Josh.
That might be safer.
Get those two dudes in, and we'll have a good old chat about RSD.
So you can't trust the reviews,
Two
can
hours.
you?
Clearly unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
16 dice.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to do the review when you're too busy jerking each other off? Like, you're not going to be able to hold your microphone then. You're going to need a stand. Both hands free.
You'll still hear it though.
Yeah.
No, it's a game I want to play more. I think they look brilliant. Like I say, I don't know the lore either, but they look the big dude's, I think, a tank is what they call it, isn't it? So he looks like a big bruiser type bloke, and the other guy looks like a sort of magician-y type sort of. You think with the title Chemical Brothers, you'd obviously bring some
Potions.
Yes, you'd think so. Yeah. So yeah, be interesting to see what they do later on when the is released, and Dave's Game stocks them.
I'm melting.
And next up, again from Corvus Belli, they've got the new book that's coming out.
Is this the RPG thing?
I'm not too sure.
Source
No.
book?
I'm not too sure if I can pronounce this right. So, Daedalus Falls, I think
Daedalus.
it's called.
That's the source
Daedalus?
book, isn't it?
Daedalus.
So 5 new armies, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new source book
sorry. It's
coming
not.
out.
It's a source book. Sorry.
Yeah.
Some of them are mercenary companies. There's Shavasti and there's Toha in it. I know that. And then
Toha.
yeah,
I'm all over that
companies.
one.
Yeah, triggered.
So and there's a new like Ice Storm box as well. It's not Ice Storm, but it's the equivalent of an Ice Storm.
Do you know? I think this showed me how far out of the infinity loop I am, because it was today I found out there's a new book and a new starter box coming. I'm like, how did I not even any idea that was
I
coming?
only know because Brad sent me a thing about it, and I had a look at the thing, and I go, it's one of those.
So what's in the box? I'm guessing Toha.
Toha against Shavasti.
Oh, that'll go well with
Against
the Harry
Shavasti.
Potter.
I'm pretty sure.
I could fully rage you out.
Yeah.
Harry Potter and Toha.
I know. Imagine
One
if
parcel.
if you bought me that and painted it. That would be terrible. I'd hate
No.
it. Oh my
I
god.
draw the line at the painting. Maybe Jono can do it.
I'm pretty sure Shavasti. I'm guessing it's given that the book has got Shavasti in it.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't had much love in a very long time.
No.
Not since Human Sphere, have they?
Yeah.
Paradisio for it.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, the whole Infinity community is going nuts over that. So, good on them. That's what I say. Happy days.
Cool. Very nice.
Okay, so got this one via Vizzy, our esteemed listener, Mr. Dan Cade.
Yep.
So, he texted me a week or so ago about...
Blowjobs. About blowjobs.
No, Weta Workshop's District 9 board game. Keen?
District 9. Is that
Yeah.
the movie?
That's the movie.
With the alien.
fucking prawns.
The prawns. That was funny as shit. I pissed myself through that movie.
It's a frigging great movie.
Yeah, it was
a
pretty
good
good.
film.
It's a
Yeah,
bloody
yeah.
awesome movie.
It wasn't what I... Because I didn't know anything about it.
No,
and I just
neither
went
did I.
straight in. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
Whoa, this is
hilarious.
sick. Like, gets the armor, like, towards the
Yeah.
end. Gets the prawn armor.
Access, yeah.
That's awesome.
But I think just because they had the accents as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
was
yeah,
over
yeah.
the top. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is awesome.
But you know what? Like, okay. Are we getting to... And I know that we've talked about this in the past, that it's a good thing, but are we getting to saturation point with every IP having a game?
Yep.
I don't know.
There's
Like,
only so many
I
hours,
don't
man.
think this was an IP that needed a game.
no.
You know what? Some people, they might
Where
dig
is the depth?
If you bought... Well, the movie alluded to a sequel, didn't it? So, like, he goes off-world and he goes, I'll be back, and...
Yeah.
it.
lots of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, whether or not the IP extends to that and then delving into, like, a more broader scope, I'm not sure, but...
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not.
Like, I can't
gonna-
imagine it's a game based on the ghetto and you're cruising around, you know, trying to do the same as a movie. I would have thought that'd be pretty bland.
And so I guess the other thing too is like it's a really dicey theme. Like it's apartheid. Like
Yeah,
it's,
totally.
it's fresh in a lot of people's memories.
Yeah,
They're aliens.
the prawns.
Yeah, they're
Fucking
prawns. They're fucking prawns.
Fucking get him.
So yeah, but I mean, massive company behind it. Like, it doesn't get much bigger than Weta. Well, get proper Games Workshop.
All right, I'm in a combative mood tonight.
Oh,
You
are
Just wait till we
raging.
get to the masturbate.
Oh my god.
What?
The masturbate. Is Weta... But like, okay, so what games have Weta made?
The big stompy robot one.
And how successful was that?
Oh, it went off its chart in the Kickstarter. Raised over $1 million.
What's Big
Have you
Stompy
seen
Robot?
or heard anyone playing it since then?
I know one of my mates has got it. I've seen it in the shops.
Yeah.
What's the Big Stompy Robots?
Oh, it's where the world's dominated by corporations, and the Stumpy robots fight around cities and for like advertising rights
Right.
for the cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd know it if I
we've
saw it.
talked about it on the
Oh,
cast.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like, oh yeah, sounds good, and then
But
Yeah.
that was Weta's first game. That was the first dip in the games market.
yeah.
So, and this is the second.
Well, didn't they
Dip
also
and
do Labyrinth?
Not sure. Don't know.
Didn't they do the Labyrinth game?
The board game.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that Alessio Cavatore, River Horse.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
okay, yeah.
Don't quote me on it, but I'm just shooting from the hip.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
carry on. Yeah, so
Yeah, look, I don't disagree with you. Like, it's not a game I'll be rushing out to buy, to be honest. So, you know, but I'm sure there'll be dudes out there.
Oh, if there's people that like the show, they might throw
Yeah.
some coin at it. I'm stretched.
I love the show, but I wouldn't buy it.
I'm gonna get to Birdman.
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a couple of I think that movie's got two different fan bases. There's the people that go, "Oh, look at the subversive take upon, you know, issues in today's society," and the other group's like, "Yeah, fucking get the prawns, bro." Yes. I'll get some biltong and watch the rugby, mate.
I like the second one.
So,
Well, what's your space? Next up,
Yep.
we have
oh mate, he thought it was an intruder in there.
an
Didn't
interesting
have no
one.
legs, mate.
So, so Osprey Games
What are Osprey doing?
are bringing out a Judge Dredd game called Helter Skelter. Interestingly, though, it's a board game.
They allowed to call stuff that?
It was a Rolling Stones song, wasn't it? No, Beatles song.
Yeah, but wasn't that the whole
Yeah.
race war shit?
No, it was that was
Marilyn-
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to start a race war.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Well,
sorry.
it's not a game.
Yeah, well, fuck,
There you
why
go.
not?
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it's 2000 AD. Let's be
Yep.
realistic.
2019. Bring it on.
Yeah, all
you,
right.
can do anything. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, true. So
Does
is this
playing a Judge Dredd RPG sound like fun to you?
Very much so.
Okay. Dun dun dun. Watch your space.
warning?
Foreshadowing
So yeah. So
Is there a release date?
for that one.
I thought it was
For the
interesting
RPG.
that
2019.
yes.
Sometime this year.
Yeah. But I just thought it was interesting that Osprey Games normally look. I have the only
Hit and miss?
no the only exposure I have to Osprey Games is the books. So I didn't realize they actually bring out like board games. I would have thought. So I thought it's interesting
I only know them from the books as well, but maybe they're branching out.
Yeah.
because like
There's a
Just
market.
stick your label on it.
Warlord owns a 2000 AD right. So I don't know how. Like I have no idea how they've managed to bring this out.
In conjunction
Yeah.
with each other.
What do they own the rights to? They own the rights to miniature.
Don't know.
Like
Yeah,
there's,
don't know.
there's different
Yeah.
levels of rights.
Yeah. Not sure. But anyway, I'll be interested to see that.
It could have been something that Osprey had sitting there that they've had to make something with, or else they lose the rights.
Possibly,
they had kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
So
Which is like recently there was a company brought out the Judge Dredd card game, and that wasn't a Warlord thing. So yeah, interesting. How they get around it. Anyway, all right. So one of the big ones coming up, Fantasy Flight.
Now we've been accused of shilling for Fantasy Flight lately.
I thought we drilled them.
What's up?
So they've got a few things on the old radar. First up, will you be getting the Darth Vader limited edition miniature?
Nope. What do I need that for?
Isn't it the tournament only? Like, isn't it like the event only?
I think you can
Thing?
get it at Adepticon, but I think it'll be on their website to buy.
Oh,
okay.
it'll be one of those for sale
Yeah.
during the period.
Mm.
What's it look? What's it good?
It's a bit more dynamic.
Yeah, different pose.
Is he got a
Yeah.
rock?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all of us in Fantasy Flight working together
Yeah, so
on
it's-
bases.
It's a I know actually. Hey, I noticed some of Night models have got rocks on them too.
Night models love a
They
good
love a tactical
rock.
rocks. They love it.
It's the streets of Gotham.
I got Talia. No, it's Nissa Al Ghul.
Yeah,
Rocky wasteland base.
yeah.
It's just like tiles of a temple roof, like just
That's-
sticking out of the base. And it's like
That's all right.
she's clearly not on top of a temple because there's rocks on the base. But it's
It's
just like
an
the
old
weirdest placement of
temple. Ancient
Ancient?
temple have rocks.
Okay.
Have you
It's
not
legit,
seen?
yeah.
He hasn't seen Lizardmen temples, has he?
It's legit. Yep.
No.
Way
Jeez.
off. So, okay, so you want to ban that? Fair enough. Next up, you have the Rebel Pathfinders, and you called it.
What's that?
The Rebel Pathfinders, their
Yeah.
special rule.
Deployment rules.
Deployment rules, yeah.
Well, I figured it was a mechanic they hadn't played with yet, and the perfect ones to do it with. So
He's on the payroll.
I think the models are cool. It's basically the Rogue One models.
the Rogue
Yeah.
One troopers. Yep.
Yeah, which
Totally.
are sick. We've
Yep.
got that little dwarfy guy with the big teeth, the big smile,
Yeah.
whatever breed he is or race he is.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's 2019. You can say these things. We're a diverse bunch. You can call somebody a little dude with big mouth with lots of teeth.
I'm surprised you're even allowed to have a podcast anymore.
And then we also have the Rebel veterans. I sort of almost missed that. I didn't see them, dropped as well. So
Yeah.
thought they were. Are you going to get them?
Probably not. I'll get the Pathfinders
Right.
because they suit thematically.
Need to play some games first.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking.
I've got everything painted up, ready to go.
We're going to play Cowboys. We're quickly going to play. There's not enough time.
Just go on maternity leave.
I'm going
You've got plenty
fucking
of time then.
unemployed. I'm going on welfare.
What do the Rebel
Just
veterans
you get-
do? Like, what's their jam?
I haven't seen. I just thought they had access to shootier weapons.
Right. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I didn't know they had
Yeah.
special
Special rules.
specialness.
Yep.
But they
Yeah,
had
cool.
their heavy weapon team in the squad,
Mm.
so I assume that'll be something.
Yep. And then we've got the Tauntaun Riders. Will you be getting them?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
No, because
Why not?
Because I've got an Endor theme.
Yeah, that's
I can't put Tauntauns on Endor.
Yeah, I've stayed away from all that. The
It's tough, isn't it?
The
I
snow
think that's
stuff, yeah.
that's they're almost snookering themselves. I think with that. Do you think?
Yeah, a little bit, but then
What options do you have? Could you have a Tauntaun on Tatooine? As a
no, it doesn't make sense. You could there's no reason why you couldn't. It's Star Wars, anything goes.
Yeah.
It's just Space Wizards. But at the same time, a purist would look at that and go,
I was going to say, do you
Jesus.
reckon you get a Star Wars purist going, oh, you can't do that?
The
Hang
neckbeard,
on.
the
Yeah.
neckbeard guys.
The neckbeard would come out and go, hey, what, Tauntaun? No, you can't have that.
Well, I was
No, not on
looking
a
at
desert board.
Hat lists,
Get it
and
off.
it's like, okay, so I'm going to have Princess Leia and Jyn Erso and Sabine Wren. and like from 3 different eras in this force, I'm like, oh, that just gives me cancer. It's so bad.
Is it good,
Can't
though?
even.
Is
It's
it
a good
game-winning
list, though,
good?
is it?
No, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
but that's the thing.
Huh?
Like,
So you're gonna have the purists against the hardcore
the good
gamers.
thing
But
that
don't we already
I
have
love
that in most
about
games?
our gaming
Yeah, but-
group is that if someone come over to my house and put down Luke Skywalker and Ren and Jyn Erso, I'd be like, come on, don't be a fuckwit.
Where's the real models?
That's it.
Yeah.
I get it. But, we had this discussion the other day. I can't remember who it was with. And someone's like, oh, aren't we afraid that people are just going to... It was in the Gaslands campaign.
Yeah, okay.
People are going to race ahead and get really powerful. And I'm like, well, have some restraint. It's not hard. Like, you don't...
You don't
you
really-
either agree at the start of the campaign, we're going to go hard out, balls to the wall. And if you said, I've got a really powerful tournament list I'm coming over with, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I'll be ready for it. But I'm not going to rock up to a friendly with a min-max list, ever.
Yeah, it's not Blood Bowl.
No.
We're only doing 50.
Or 8 Dead Fantasy.
Right.
I'm not going to...
We're only doing 50 cans. How much filth are people putting in?
How much is a tank?
Are you still going on about the bikes?
No.
Oh.
But they're broken.
How much is a tank?
A tank
Probably
with the gun
50
is 50
points.
cans.
Oh, what? So you
One
get one
tank.
tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
They
you
can
want-
only go gear 2.
So unless you shoot
Yeah, but I got
everyone
a
off,
long gun.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll still fuck it up. He'll still drive it off.
So, all right. So you're not getting Tauntaun Riders. Well, that's fair enough.
No, look. But, all right, so yeah, they
He
sneak
will.
themselves. But at the same time,
Yeah.
if they bring out more Hoth troopers, they're going to sit there and I'm going to look at them and go,
Yeah.
oh, geez, they're really nice. And I've got snow troopers. It'd make sense for my snow troopers to fight the Hoth troopers. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that's the avenue it'll go though, because they're gonna realize that some collectors are going to be like that.
they're going to collect.
Yeah. So they're not going to be. They're not just going to bring out that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly, on our chats today, there was
Which one?
whatever one it was. There was an image that popped up that of Anakin and the fall of the Republic, whatever it was, whatever the tagline was. So I
Yeah.
thought it's Adepticon in was it 2 weeks time, roughly? Yeah, 2 weeks time. So
We'll have a man on the ground there.
oh, nice, cool. So
Wow.
so do you think that'll be one of the big things at Adepticon? Will they'll be showing off clone troopers?
The Fall of the Republic's the source book for the RPG,
Yeah.
but I think they've already previewed that they're going to have.
They've already said that, well, they're going down that avenue.
But Adepticon's going to be all the Rogue One releases.
Oh, will it be?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
I could be wrong here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, first big con of the season, so
I think they've got a Rogue One table that they'll have there.
wow.
For what's the planet? The Holy Planet. It gets blown up.
Oh, bloody hell.
Spoilers.
Yep. Forgotten.
Yeah.
Where the guys in the little temple,
Yeah.
So do you
and
think
then they get the ship and fly out. Is
Yeah.
that one? Yeah.
do you think long term they'll bring out things like a U-wing, an AT? Do you think they'll long term?
AT-AT is going to be too big to game, I'd say.
It'd be too. Yeah, you think
U-wing,
so?
though, could work.
Hmm.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's so hard. I wouldn't have picked half the stuff they've released. There's no way I thought they'd bring out Rebels characters.
Yeah. No, same here.
And they did.
Wouldn't- yeah.
So, good. And again, is that a thing that they're exercising their license so they can keep it? Who
Yeah.
knows? But, like, I'm not sad they did.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, especially the chick, what's she called? The Mandalorian.
Sabine.
Yeah, especially her. Not that she's a bad character, just it would have been my primary pick, but now they've brought it out, especially with the
Darksaber.
Darksaber.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Different. But yeah, it'd be exciting to see what comes out at the con.
Yeah.
So with our man on the ground, you reckon we could get some
We might get a little bit of scoop.
insight?
At the strippers.
Yeah. I know. Don't know. Anyway, what else we got to go?
Cool. All right. Modifius is the next one off the rank. I'll let you take it away.
Oh, my uranium fever. It hurts so much.
all right. Yep. Gotcha.
RPG, baby. All right, and okay, so there's the source book coming out for Wasteland Warfare. That's GM run games, which is cool. That's cool using Wasteland Warfare rules. But then they're doing the D20, 2D20 Fallout. So the same rules for Infinity and Star Trek.
So it's like a plug. You'd be able to just, once you know one system, you can just jump between the things.
Yes. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Because I know the Infinity RPG that you recently ran, you didn't like the Infinity RPG rules compared to Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars I think has got by far the best.
Yeah, the system, just that FFG narrative dice system is fantastic because it's so cash. And it really feels world building and collaborative, where I found 2D20 very adversarial. It's the jam against the party kind of thing. I didn't feel there was enough storytelling, collaboration,
Yep.
on the fly kind of stuff. But, you know, that could have been me as a GM not knowing enough about a system to get that out of the players.
Yep.
But yeah, it felt to me like the old Dungeons and Dragons games: build up your Uber character, kill all the shit that comes your way, which you don't really get in the Star Wars, I don't think. So anyway, that's my criticism about it. Fallout's going to be interesting though. To get the tone of Fallout into the system could be interesting. So we'll see how it goes.
I think it's the ultimate RPG, I think, to a certain extent.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Not Judge?
Good call, Muddy. Good call.
It's on the floor.
Huh? Good call. Well, I think probably more so Fallout, because Fallout's this is coming from a person who knows nothing about the IP, but because it's that post-apocalyptic, anything goes. Like literally anything can go. Whereas Judge Dredd, there's so much already written about it. There's already like a framework.
But can't you go back in time and do all that sort of shenanigans as well?
Not so much with Judge Dredd. No, it was more Mega City 1, off you go. He did visit other mega cities, so you could bring in, and he did go to space. But yeah, so I suppose there's a wide spectrum there. Just saying.
Although again, for Fallout RPGs, I would say watch this space.
Really?
Yeah,
So
and
it's
I'll
other-
leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Now that is interesting.
Yeah, and Big Mike, you're a Kent.
Oh,
You can't leave us like that. Come on.
Anyway, next item. What do we got?
Such a tease.
You know us.
Well, Modiphius again. Now I know this is going to tickle our fancy, but I just thought it was interesting. Again, talking about IPs. Old John Carter of Mars. Saw the movie?
I saw the movie. I liked
the movie. Yeah.
I think it was underrated.
Same here.
I've not seen the movie, don't know the IP.
Love the movie. In
Nothing.
fact.
This one got panned.
It got smashed.
Was it critics?
Oh,
I don't know.
what do they
Either
know?
way,
What do they
either
know?
way, it didn't do very well. But the movie. But did we watch the movie with low expectations because we'd heard? No, I can't even say that because I didn't know it had such bad reviews.
Well, I knew nothing about John Carter.
Yeah,
At
I
all.
went into it
Didn't even
completely
knew it was a thing.
blind.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
You haven't.
I haven't seen it.
All right. So what's the quick summary is basically? You know it.
No.
Oh
No.
Well, he goes between Earth and Mars.
Okay.
And you've got the gravity changes, so that means he can now jump and do all sorts of crazy cool stuff.
Okay.
That's basically the gist. Yeah.
But he's also he's a cavalry dude. He was plucked out of
Out of the West.
the West, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, from bygone days and landed where they've got spaceships and
But it's kind of weird. They're kind of like old tech but new tech, sort
Yeah.
of weird hybrid sort of thing. And
Yeah.
there's a bit of
Okay.
magic-y sort of stuff going on as well, and different alien races and stuff.
Interesting. Yeah.
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 So, but yeah, there's a miniature game now. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who's doing that?
Modiphius.
Modiphius. Oh.
On
Same
Kickstarter?
No, I think it's a
No.
straight release.
Oh yeah.
Good on you, Modiphius.
Good on you.
Yeah,
You've
high
gone
five
from
to
a
you.
successful company with enough capital to launch ranges without.
Good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Huh.
What else?
Right. Well, on to good old G-Dub. Now, they have been busy bees.
They have been pumping out
They
stuff.
have been ridiculously busy. So one thing I just actually looked into just before the cast here. So there was the New York board game con, I guess you would call it, at the start of the year. Start of the year in February. And G-Dub announced they're releasing 3 new board games, which I thought was interesting. So one's Combat Arena. Surprise, surprise. Next one is called Storm Vault, which is... So Combat Arena is 40k. Storm Vault is AOS.
Yep.
And the next one is Dread Fane, which is a Warhammer Underworld game, which I don't think is fair calling a board game, because, all right, it is, but it's...
Is it Necromunda or something?
No, it's the Underworld's... So Shadespire. It's a Shadespire
Okay.
expansion. So I would sort of discount that, because I don't think it's technically... It is and it isn't.
It's
You know
hybrid.
what I mean?
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, exactly right. But the other two are definitely touted as board games, which I thought was interesting because it's great and scary in a way, because if G-Dub move into the board game world, like that's a powerful...
But are they
company.
board games or are they hybrids? Because as
No.
far as I could tell, they look like
Well, to me...
they're just arena combat games, so like Aristea or
Well, yes, Combat
Judgment or any of those sorts of games.
Combat
But
Arena
a
is...
lot of board games now are.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's cross-pollinating quite a bit,
Yeah.
but it's not your traditional.
So to me,
board
I,
game.
like a hybrid game is one that you still build crews for, and
well, Combat Arena, I don't think it's that.
so it's just set minis in the box.
Yep.
Off you go every time.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So it's like an Aristea.
Yes. Yeah.
No, Aristea is hybrid. Like you're building your crews, you're picking your fighters. There's not set lists that you take every time.
Yeah, okay.
Like this still has a wargaming element where you buying the models you want to use.
You're selecting your models, but you're not.
True.
You're not fitting them out, though, are you?
It's got expansions, yeah.
You don't put any items on them, though, do you? You just
It's just you dude, you dude.
Yeah, but you've got your deck of cards that you build.
Yeah, your
You
cards.
build your deck,
Is where you're...
and cards come in
You
the
boost them.
boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Ugh.
same as Shadespire.
Yeah, that's why I would discount that.
Yeah.
Whereas Stormvault is very much a board game where you had a map and you're there. So it's not miniature agnostic. You've got a map of the realm and you're trying to conquer the realm. So where it's like the 9 worlds, whatever it is.
Are we
of
talking about
AOS?
Age of Sigmar?
Yeah.
With the bubbles?
Yeah, whatever. So you're trying to conquer the whole.
All the bubbles?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's to me different.
Seems like a
because-
good fit.
Yeah. Combat Arena, I'm not sure about the not it's a standard dude or. If
I just looked at it and went, "It's an arena combat game." Pass.
Yeah.
Like it's just so it doesn't tickle my
I
fancy.
just thought it was interesting. Well, that coupled along with the fact that they're partnering up with WizKids, which we know, to bring out Relic, which is an old classic G-Dub game from way back in the day. They're resurrecting that via
Talisman.
WizKids. Well, no, Relic is the 40k
40k one.
equivalent.
Talisman's the other.
Yeah.
So
they're re-releasing Relic.
Yeah.
But that was
Via
only
WizKids.
like 5 years ago. That's not that old.
Oh, okay, I thought it was older than that.
No way.
Yeah, right.
they're bringing out just quicker games to play.
Yeah. It's
Mm.
the market.
Well, they've already got They've already got their big games.
Yeah.
So what else is this? Unless they're going to bring back movement trays and go down that route, which obviously they're not,
No.
because they're pushing this other
But
direction. They've got to bring something out.
Yeah, they just suffer from they've got to always have something out.
Yeah.
You got to
Like,
move
that's
forward.
their business model is that they've got to keep.
If they're not
pumping
releasing
out, they
new
can't
stuff,
just
they've got
rely on their-
yeah.
Well, I guess at this, WizKids is bringing it out, so it's under license from G-Dub. So WizKids is the one that's actually pumping it out. Likewise, USopoly, I think they were the ones bringing out Talisman from memory. So you've got other businesses doing the hard work for you, and you're just taking the cream on the top, and no
Yeah.
risk.
Add the video games on top of that as
add
well.
the video games on top of that. Again, they're not doing that. They're just taking the
Mm.
cream. So it's pretty clever, and you're
Oh,
attacking
yeah,
all
totally.
streams. Just
Yeah.
need a movie out of them and tick that box, and we're done. Next up from old G-Dub. So a bit more news on the Shadow Spear, the new 40k release. So apparently you've got your new Primaris Scout dudes and what do you call it? Vanguard Marines.
Yeah.
And then you got your Chaos dudes, right? But also, interestingly, they've got obviously listen to our show because they've got mini codexes for both factions in the game. Interestingly,
They did that in the 8th Ed box too.
Interestingly, though, that's the only place you can get the codexes. Is in the actual box set. So if you want to play these dudes, it's the only way you're going to be able to play them is picking up the box set for both factions.
I thought that was the norm now. When there is the new models, they send it. The data sheet comes with the model.
I don't know. I've known nothing about 40k. I just read it today and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I noticed the comments from people were like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's like it makes it more unique, makes it more collectible. The fact that you got these mini codexes and that's it.
Okay.
You can't get them anywhere else.
Until they release the Space Marine Army book, and they're all in there next time.
Possibly, but yeah,
Yeah.
apparently not.
Oh, okay. Because I know, like, when I brought my chaplain that you guys laughed at me about for quite
wouldn't have
a
done
few
that.
episodes. Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
have
you
done
did.
that,
Go
yeah.
back, listen to it.
Oh.
They had his data sheet in there, and all his stats and stuff were in there. But maybe that was because the book wasn't. No, the book was out when I bought that.
Which one? When they did the drop of all the temporary ones?
No,
and
this
then
is the proper Space Marine book.
Okay.
Not sure. Don't
Yeah,
know.
curious. Obviously, we don't play enough 40k
To comment. I just thought it was
Yeah.
interesting that they got the too many codexes and people think it's... Most people are in the positive for it. They're like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
So no rage.
not really.
Oh,
no,
cool.
they're like, yeah,
It's good.
pretty
The
cool.
40Ks
maybe,
are
maybe
happy.
all the rages are gone, and the people are just like
They're
40K
raged
are
out.
allowed to enjoy their hobby without being harassed.
So where have
for
all the
liking it.
rages gone?
Tonight, ain't good.
You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. And now, this.
Next up, we have a Necromunda release. I'm sure you boys will be very quick to go out there and grab it. The Ambots, which are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they're
They're like
robots.
big. They're like
So-
sort of like drilly, mechy type things. Like,
yeah.
I guess.
It's that type of environment, isn't it?
Necromunda.
Yeah.
Drilly, mechy, yeah.
Orky, almost.
Industrial.
Industrial is the
It's
word.
very
I'm looking for.
industrial, yeah.
Very industrial.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're not going to go out and buy them quickly? No.
Possibly not.
Fuck.
When was the last time you played Necromunda?
Never.
Because we were waiting on your guys, and then your guys took like a year, and
They are sitting on my shelf, painted, ready to go.
we've got Cowboys, Batman,
Batman,
Gas Sleds,
Spectre version 2.
Fallout.
All right.
RPGs.
Next up,
Black Powder.
we got
Hail Caesar!
40K Kill Team Elite Special Ops in Skirmish Combat. That just rolls off the tongue.
Doesn't it?
Oh, is it
Yeah.
like that tank that Fantasy Flight released?
Oh my god.
What was that one? What was that, Greg? Quick, look back at your notes. 80, 243, 6. Hut.
TX-225 GAVW Occupier Combat Assault Tank.
Yeah, that's the one. The fucking tank.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Cool.
Combat Occupier Assault Tank.
Anyway,
The coat.
Coat.
as
Not the goat.
as we say in the
That's
business,
the Gombat.
that's old news.
It's a wombat. The
You get-
combat wombat.
So you got the 40K Kill
Hey.
Team Elites Special Ops in Skirmish Combat.
What?
Thoughts on that?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it.
You
So-
just read you just said a whole lot of words at me. I don't know. I got no idea what you just said. There.
It's, I think from the gist of it, you can put like Terminators with like scouts with veteran
Is this just a?
dudes and all that sort of
So
carry
it's
on.
just
you can
kill
mix
team
up,
rules.
yeah,
It's kill team rules.
but with mashed up dudes.
If you're in the kill team,
Yeah.
guess they'd like it, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I
What's,
guess.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Excited?
No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I think you're a bit of a Debbie Downer, but anyway.
Sorry.
What's your thoughts on it, Greg?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah. He likes to dump us in.
I
it.
just read the news.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
impartial.
How
Look
about
at that, yeah.
what's your thoughts on the AT 42 46 8T tank? Like,
It's old news. I just
Oh,
said.
sorry.
Right. So
I just like to say that name a lot.
I think
Yep.
that's a perfect spot.
Oh,
The 40K Kill Team Elite Special Ops in Skirmish Combat rules set.
have you got that written down?
To dip your toe into, if you wanted to start collecting 40K, as in maybe Sisters of Battle, could be a good place to start.
So are these
So
coming
how-
as a
so
box set or
This is
something?
different from Kill Team. Is that Kill Team is structured lists, and this is put whatever you want on the table. Is that how the difference?
Look, there's not all I've got is the front of the of the cover to go on. It's just literally in the past couple of days this was released, like mentioned. There's no detail about
Okay.
the structure of the
Okay,
game.
yeah.
Okay, but I think
but-
you're probably spot on.
Monument analysis.
Do you want Mike Clavicle's deep analysis?
Oh gosh.
I think there's like Apocalypse. Remember they had the Apocalypse rules where you just, you know what? I've got like an Eldar
Forge
Scorpion
World,
tank,
yeah.
and I've got
You wind up Willie.
a Forge World Titan,
Yeah.
and yeah, the two of them are just gonna rock up and just be friends
Yeah.
and off the
And
go.
we're just gonna roll dice. Whoever rolls the most
Yeah.
sixes, and
Yeah.
see you later.
So I think that's kind of the same, but in a kill team level, but without the Titans, just dudes. It's my take.
I don't know what they've got lots of releases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
We're only
I'm-
scratching the
Yep.
surface. on it.
Yeah.
Yep. So next up, you sent us the Blood Bowl Halflings.
Oh, how good was that?
They're pretty cute.
Did you see the vid?
one?
Did I say the vid?
Did you see the one with the squirrel on his head?
Yeah.
How cute is that?
There's so much character in those models, though.
The squirrel's like throwing an acorn.
Yeah,
like
they're
it's-
looking
like
the-
it's a quarterback squirrel.
They're looking the
Love
biz. Oh, I loved it. Like I watched that and I was like, oh, I should so play. I want to go buy a new team.
The Halfling team.
I'm not saying necessarily the Halfling team, even though I absolutely loved that Halfling team
Yeah.
and the video
Yeah.
that went with it. I can't get over the Champions of Death models. I think
I'm still the
gameplay would
humans, these
suck.
humans. It's so nice.
we do not have it. But I'll put the gauntlet down. I don't give a fuck.
I cannot bring any more miniatures into my household.
keep
I'm
them here.
like the divorce papers is signed on the bench.
Dude.
She's like, I just notarize them and we're done. Like, that's how bad it is at the moment.
I'll pick up 2. I'll meet you at the train station.
Yeah,
I'll be next to Carlos.
yeah. She'll think
Slinging
I'm
baggies.
having an affair. I'm like, no, baby, it's not like that.
Imagine how disappointed she'll be when
Yeah.
she finds out you're just getting Blood Bowl models.
It's
I
pretty.
thought you left me for another woman.
It's pretty worth pointing out to
It's
the.
12 little short dudes.
It's these fucking halflings.
It's probably worth pointing out to listeners that have never played Blood Bowl before that the Halfling team, and if you read the blurb about it, it says you're the when you get the Halfling team, you are the Blood Bowl like connoisseur.
Do you know what I liked about the Blood Bowl? Here's my thing I like about the Blood Bowls. One, it's a sports game, so that just gets me going. But it's in increments. Like, so you've got tiers, and they made no They didn't try to say, oh, it's all balanced. It's like no. There's like 3 or 4 tiers. If you're a really good player and you want to challenge, take the halflings.
Not half.
Don't take the wood elves. Don't take Skaven. You take the halflings. I didn't see tree men in that box.
True.
No, not in the box.
Did they? And I didn't see a pot to go. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm assuming.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, so I'm wondering the pot might come later, which is what I would have assumed. But I would have thought the tree men.
Mini, so it's not really.
Yeah, no, but I thought if you're not going to put the tree men in, maybe the pot might go in instead. But they've just gone for all halflings, and then I'm assuming single releases will be the pot and a tree man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it did get me going. Oh yeah, give me some.
Did you ever? You never run halflings, did you?
I never ran halflings.
Okay.
But after seeing those models, I was like, oh, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But then I kept thinking, oh, champions of death.
I did a
Champions
season
of
of
death.
halflings, and it's hard.
It was hardcore.
It's real hard.
Well, I'll throw the gauntlet.
Same with ogres. Ogres weren't so bad, but halflings were just.
I wonder how many if
rough.
we opened it up, how many people could we get for a one dayer even? 1 dayer. In-house tournament shed sesh.
I think it's a thing that could definitely happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you
Go
could
back
probably
to
get
our part-time gamer conversations.
Yeah.
If you build it.
Brad,
6 or 8, I reckon, easy.
listen up, Bubble Boy.
Pizzas.
Pizza.
Tins,
Ooh.
some
Tails.
some
fire.
fuckweed.
A fire.
A fire.
A fucking fire. Conor McGregor loves that fucking fire.
Anyway, more news.
Ooh.
So, Age of Sigmar's Carrion Empire, that's been released.
Yeah.
So with the old Skaven and Undead.
Sexy.
Yeah.
I'm not big on Skaven, but the undead models.
But just the Skaven's just the big. It's the toys. It's the Rat Ogre, the Doom Wheels, the Lightning Gun. Like, there's no clan rats or anything in it.
Oh, wasn't there?
No, it's all big toys. Yeah. It's unreal.
Oh, I guess it is more that style of game now. Less because you're not. Do they have any building? Yeah. Oh, shout out to the AOS guys. Like, what's the building? You know, from an old fantasy player, like, you know, you had your core and your specials. Do they still have that?
No idea. Although, I was buying paint in G-Dub shop
Did you ask questions?
a couple of days ago, and I was just there perusing the paint section as you do, because I was trying to find the old Danube stone,
Yep.
and no idea. Like, it's like, what the hell? What am I looking at here? Anyway, I was like, obviously did a good job of just looking, because he didn't come over and hassle me, old Al. He was there. Big shout out to Al if you're listening. And anyway, I was just overhearing the conversation that he was saying that he's played like heaps of 40k, heaps of Lord of the Rings, but Age of Sigmar is the current, like, just blows his mind. Apparently it's just a really good tactical game, and it's lots of fun and ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, but go back to critics here. Like, is he selling it to?
Oh,
He's
no.
quite literally an employee of Games
He's
Workshop.
selling it to some guy's
I
missus.
get it, but
he's going to sell him the army box.
In the same breath, he's also talking like, okay, so you got a punter and you could sell him 3 systems, and he's
going AOS.
personally he's touting AOS. I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Or is it? We need to sell these models
Yeah.
because they're not selling.
Or the guys walked in and said, I actually really like
We've
fantasy
got the
models,
big
not
Adeptus
sci-fi.
Titanicus release coming next month.
And Millsop hasn't bought any of it
And we need to clear all the shelf space for all the Titans and the troops.
because Greg
and all
was
the
talking up how
vehicles.
much he was going
Yeah.
to buy, and then
That's
hasn't
it.
bought any of it. It's just all sitting here, clearance sale.
Adeptus Titanicus : Armageddon.
Hail damaged.
Anyway,
Don't talk to me about hail damage, by the way.
Ooh. Did you get
Stupid sunshine coast storms. Carry on.
oh, it didn't hit your car, did it?
Yeah.
The Batmobile?
Little.
you know
Really?
fucking titanium?
Yeah.
But you insured though.
Oh, it's a lease car. It's going back in a couple of years. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're going to be buying Carrion Empire? It was undead models.
The undead models are good. There's so many.
Do you? So
fucking
you
games.
like the zombie undead, or just? I thought you were just keen on the spectral stuff.
I do like the I love their undead range.
Okay.
Like
The whole
it is literally the whole
kit caboodle.
kit,
Yeah.
the whole kit, and the kitchen sink and the fridge and the lot.
Yeah.
All right. Next up. So this is like hot off
How
the press.
much would a G-Dub fridge go for?
This is like hot off the press, so I don't have much information on this. So, Age of Sigmar Warcry, which is an Age of Sigmar skirmish game. But I thought Age of Sigmar was a skirmish game.
It's obvious.
But clearly, I'm wrong.
It's obviously grown.
Oh, it's not anymore. You only got to look at a game of Age of Sigmar to see it's not a skirmish game.
Is it the same as War Machine, right? Like, I don't know much. Look,
Yeah.
I don't know much about War Machine, but War Machine was a skirmish game, and it grew and
Evolved.
grew, and now, from my understanding, it's a lot more like it almost needs to become.
I think
a second set
it's
of
really
rules.
fortunate that Age of Sigmar players paint their models and have nice terrain. Otherwise, you could probably confuse the two.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. But it's almost like that.
Well, it was. We were at that BrizCon, and I was like, "Oh, there's this big war machine over there," and like, "Oh no, that's Age of Sigmar." And I'm like, "Oh, well, there's the big things and the lines of infantry march across the board," and it's like, "Oh no, it's Age of Sigmar."
So what I'm getting at is that almost it needs two sets of rules.
Which is what they've done.
Yeah. So, wow.
Wow.
We'll be back in square bases in no time.
So interestingly, from the little
45
YouTube
mil squares.
the YouTube clip, it looks around I don't know, 5-6 miles aside, on a 4x4, 3x3, whatever, like roughly that sort of size. With
So what? That's a really small
with
Wow.
that's only the YouTube clip, so you don't know like what it could be 6x4. I'm not sure, but also it looks like there's a real emphasis on height, like a bit like Necromunda, like they're like playing over different levels. So looks like it'll be a bit more dynamic.
more time.
Mordheim, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one I'm looking for. More time.
Yeah. Like,
Within
it makes
Age
sense
of
to me. If
Sigmar.
they've got Shadespire and the underworlds and all that sort of stuff, like a Mordheim style games.
Branded AOS.
Yeah.
Boom.
No
Cash.
brainer, innit?
Sold.
What is
Go.
old is
Eh,
new again.
I didn't understand the 40k stuff, so it could be similar to that in that this is an easy. I need 5-6. I need a box. There's 5-6 models, and then I get another box, and now I can cut some of them out, put some in, and then if I buy 3 and 4 more boxes of stuff, now I can actually play Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Entry level Age of Sigmar.
Good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yep. All right, that's it from G-Dub. So, next up, you guys will be all over this, especially you.
What have I got? Is this kittens?
No.
Is this cat poo?
Cat
No,
poo.
it's not. It's Malifaux is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's unicorn vomit and pixie farts.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I did see this.
You'd be all over that, wouldn't you?
No, look.
Is that their convention box for this year? Yeah.
It's not does anyone?
They're just
Care?
old models.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny. It's campy. It's,
No, what I mean is with everyone knows third edition's coming. So, is anyone really paying that much attention to?
Well, all the people playing the beta probably are.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people with a very keen eye on what
Okay.
Malifaux's doing. Just because we go, we'll wait till it comes out. I think there's...
I guess it is kind of hard to divorce yourself from your current meta, for
Yeah,
lack of a better
totally,
term.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know locally there are dudes that just playing
Itching
the beta
for it.
flat out. They got in and they're playing it with their crew, so...
Oh, it sounds too much like Knights. It's, constantly changing and
Bugger that. Yeah, you need to be a hardcore
Well,
fan.
at least there's an end date to the beta.
until they change it.
Yeah.
Look, I've got a couple more things, but
What
throw
you
it
got?
open to you
Oh,
boys.
is it? Are we at the Kickstarter time? All I wanted to bring up was that TT released semi-image of a new wrestling figure to be coming out soonish.
It looked like it
Soonish.
was semen of some description.
A pirate dwarf. Arr! Which is kind of cool because I think they sent some pics earlier, about Christmas time, of what looked like a sea team, some sort of oceanistic team. I don't know.
Pirate team,
You're trying
even?
really hard not to say seaman.
No, because it actually had like actual aquarium type
So
stuff going
seamen.
on. No, more like fish.
Men of the
Seamen.
Yeah,
Seamen.
whatever. You're such children.
Yeah, he's the one that come up with masturbate. So, what do you expect?
That's
That
two words
poor-
at work.
That poor woman earned every cent having to read that crap out. I swear to God.
It's not the most degrading thing you can do.
No, that is true. I'm sure she's done worse. But yeah, I'm waiting for that to come out.
So, any news from you?
Yes, for me, definitely the collapse of the Fall of the Republic sourcebook for FFG. I'm just, as soon as I saw that,
Balls deep.
excited.
Yep.
And I was really intending on running a Star Wars RPG campaign this year, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You guys are going to be a little bit stretched.
No, I'll be fine.
RPGs alone. How many? We're talking Judge
Once a
Dredd.
fortnight.
We're talking Fallout. We're talking some sort of Clone Wars in Star Wars.
Who knows? Like, I'll be settling
That's
on
a lot.
one. Settling on one. And I did want to.
Oh, and you got that Black Powder one you want to do too.
Yeah, that'd be a real wild one. That one. And I did just want to mention that. No, I forgot now. Don't worry about it. I'll let it.
All right,
It's all good.
cool.
Yeah, TT Combat, the London Grand Tournament terrain box,
Yeah.
which is cool because like I want 40k terrain. I have no idea what's good for 40k terrain. They go, well, this is what they use at the Grand Tournament. It's not like gonna.
I've got one
blow-
right there
knock
for
your
you.
socks off. Yeah, thanks, davesgames.com.au for that little plug. But you know what I mean? Like to have at least what they use you
Yeah.
can embellish it and fancy it up a bit. But
Yep.
I think
It's
pretty
something
interesting.
that's essentially been approved by a main tournament system too. It's almost like it's got
London
the Heart,
GT.
It's got the Heart Foundation tick.
Yeah,
you look at it and
exactly,
go, oh, it's got the Heart Foundation. That must be good.
And you look at it and go, all right, so it's 2 L-shaped bits, 2 area terrain bits, a hill, and like it's nothing fancy. But at the
No.
same time, you can plonk it down on the table reliably, knowing this is tournament level.
This
G-dub terrain.
this meets the criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 3 colors minimum. Done.
Yeah, off we go. So I'll see if davesgames.com.au
Yeah, we'll see.
can
I
stop that for
haven't
me.
I haven't seen it yet though. I'll just
Well, if
put
it
out
comes
there.
on, let me know the Australian dollar price because it's 60
What's
quid.
today? Saturday, Friday.
Double it.
Yeah,
Basically. I should have it by Saturday. The new lists.
yeah. Let me know.
Cool.
All right. Well, look, just to wrap up. Got a couple of little extras here for you.
There it is.
So anyway,
You can see that grin on your head.
in my trolling of the news and my news little mice that I've got run around, constantly feeding me information. So anyway, I was trolling the old interwebs, and I came across a Kickstarter, believe it or not. Now, it's called Wizard Kittens. I thought it was perfect
Of course
for you.
it is. Of
I thought
course
it-
it's called Wizard Kittens. Money, would it be called anything else?
I thought it'd be perfect for you. I thought, Wizard Kittens, got Muddy written all over it, all right? So,
What are they? Harry Potter cats?
no, the the kittens
Oh.
are wizards.
Oh,
It does exactly what it says in the tin. It's not rocket science.
Is this a game of all the pet animals that they have at the kids' school?
No,
You got-
what this is
it's just the kittens.
yeah. So you play as a kitten, and your job is to beat all the curses. Essentially, that's the synopsis of it. So obviously, it's like a witch. There's obviously like a bad guy kitten, and you've got to beat it. Anyway, that's
It's
not the point.
Gargamel, because Gargamel was there. He's always
Someone's beating it.
he's
that's for
always
sure.
kicking that
Yeah.
cat, isn't he? Never gets the Smurfs.
Okay, so I'll throw it to you boys. How quickly was it funded?
3 minutes.
Wait up, Nat. How much did it need?
It needed Australian dollars, $7,000.
7,000.
Yeah.
Hours. 2 or 3 hours at the most.
For some reason, I've got 5 in my head. 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yep.
Well, I don't know the exact.
Oh, what was the point?
Yeah, here.
It was funded in less than a day.
That does not help. We just gave you. Look it up. Do it. Pause. Do it.
It's
Do it.
hang on.
I can't sleep
It's
until I know.
18 days to go on the Kickstarter. So it's only been up for roughly 12.
12 days, yeah.
Right? How much has it earned?
Cat game that funded 7,000 in the first day. Do the
175,000.
math. Yeah, we're going to be 50 grand at least.
Right, so you're 50?
I'm going to go 175.
Okay.
Because I really
We're playing
don't.
Price is Right.
I really
Alright.
don't like the world at
50,
the moment.
175. All right. Jacob, you win.
How much?
How much?
45.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yep. 18 days to go, though. So he's got a chance to reach
Yeah.
175.
All right, well, I'm jumping. I reckon it's going to make 175.
So yeah, it just makes me think of Charge Lasers. I think you've got to have to have a feline race in there. You have to.
I'll talk to the artist. I'll talk to my artist. But
And maybe instead of call it Charge Lasers, call it
Charge
Don't
the-
Kill the Kittens.
Charge the cats.
Don't kill the cats.
it's
Don't kill cats. There you go. Done.
does my head in.
Dude,
Oh my
the
god.
internet was created on cats and porn.
Yeah.
You can put the two together.
Especially kittens,
Rule
man.
34, man.
You're
Come on.
you're running Facebook at that point. That's how much money you're gonna have.
Are you saying Zuckerberg's a fairy?
Yeah, I reckon he is. You seen that
Of course
guy?
he is, yeah.
Seen that?
That
yeah.
dude lives in a neoprene
Oh,
suit.
he is not right.
Right. So anyway, I thought get
Oh,
on
that's
it.
going to
Yeah,
get us
that's
kicked
it.
off the
Yeah, all right, yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Now,
You've
great.
got plenty of time to get on it
I am.
and back it.
Well, I'm still waiting for my cat poo to arrive.
$35. Get on it.
$35.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it got good artwork or?
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's not like obviously this is
It's a
geared to
bloody
kids.
kitten. Was it kitten game? It's got.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
have
geared
cute
to
art.
kids.
It's
right?
pink and blue and yellow. They're the primary colours.
Any other news, Greg?
There's a bit more news. There's one more news item
Okay.
to wrap it up. The old news segment. The diligent ones amongst you will have saw that old Alpha Bravo Charlie went through a bit of a metamorphosis over the past few days.
It got bought out
Transitioned.
by Disney.
Oh,
I did.
I wish.
We wish.
We wish. Holy cow.
It's now called Alpha Bravo Cats.
Can you imagine that? Oh my god, Jacob Connor, executive producer. That's so good.
Yep.
Yes.
And
All right,
everyone
let's do it.
shoots. Everyone's got cats with freaking lasers.
So not quite.
I would write a Cats with Lasers game
Oh,
for
it's-
Disney money.
It's cats that throw poo at each other.
No.
Oh, that's a good
I would
idea.
say.
Bank that.
It's really not.
So it went through a bit of a name change. So I guess something we've been tying up for at least 6 months, if not a year. I guess the name Alpha Bravo Charlie was always going to be a bit of a placeholder. And
Working title.
Yeah, working title. And it took 2 years to come up with something different that was workable. So we changed it to Delta 10, which
Can
we're
I ask?
stoked about.
How did the moment happen where you... Do you remember the moment where you
Yeah.
went... Well,
I was walking down the street
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so weird how...
Yeah.
I always have this...
and I was texting
Who
these two chumps.
has control of who? I always have this thought.
As in what?
Well, you think that you're in control, right? But you didn't... Let me guess. You were walking down the street. You weren't thinking about that at all. But
Yeah,
I
it was.
thought...
Oh, what was texting
Well, this happens
Josh
to me all
and
the time.
Jacob going?
All right. So
Hang on. Pass
some
me
of the
that
best...
joint before you finish this thought.
Some of the best
Because-
ideas, you can be, like you said, you'll be sitting on the toilet, you'll be in the middle of sleep, whatever, they just jump into your head. Now, you weren't even thinking about them.
Yeah, we went through.
So there's this thing where you're like, what's going on here? Because I'm not thinking about this, but the thought still comes to me. And they can be really big ideas.
we probably tried about 3 times.
Okay.
3 different, and probably anywhere between 3 or 4 months till maybe a week or 2 between those times.
What were some of the other names?
Oh my god.
Come on.
Yeah, you'd be
For
like...
every good
I'd be
idea, there's
in bed.
500 shit ones. So
Yeah,
what
and
were
the
they?
phone would be like, Bert, 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 and it's just Greg typing potential names into the messenger
So
chat.
the name...
Bert.
So there was no light bulb moment. This was just you constantly throwing shit at a wall until eventually something
No,
stuck.
there was a light bulb moment when the name
Okay,
came.
all right.
Because it all just fitted. But we had to go through about 1 million to get to the final one.
That was a lot of shit getting thrown at the wall.
Like, yeah.
We had, probably the most out there one was Black Unicorn.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why? There's a theory.
That's
you
legit
would have thought.
That's a sex shop, though. Like,
No, like
you
that's-
Google
it's-
it. And,
So random. It's like such a random thing. It's bizarre. But it's got a black. He's like, ooh, that's like, ooh, a bit deadly. And then you got unicorn. It's like, oh, that's a bit strange.
it did a kickstart.
Well,
There you go.
lucky you didn't. You found
Yeah,
something else.
It would frigging kickstart in the current climate. It would go off his chops.
No.
It'd go off his nuts.
Black cat.
All right, so give us the thought process behind Delta 10, because it's actually quite clever.
Well, it's based around the fact that the game system uses D10s, which is our 10-sided dice.
You've
Dun,
just
dun,
told
dun.
the world how.
Yep. So that and the fact that, as Jacob pointed out, which very cleverly so, it's also a chess maneuver, which is great.
The Slavic defense.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Which is perfect. Like
Yeah.
it
it totally suits it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of reasons, and also it's got like a military sounding connotation to it. I think like
anything with phonetics does.
you're not gonna mistake it for a kitten game. Let's be honest.
Well, now
Delta 1-0 versus Wizard Kittens.
you've just ruined yourself.
How's that?
Quite clearly, you need cats. Do you want to be funded in 15 minutes?
I know. Maybe you need to get like some sort of cat connotation.
Don't
in
do
there.
it. You're an artist. Don't sell out.
Come on,
Dude,
not.
the nuclear waste has mutated to cat people.
Yep.
Don't listen to it.
Yep. I think that's what I'm for.
Thundercats
with zombies.
Go!
With zombies.
Thundercat zombies.
I'll put my resignation on your desk in the morning.
Thundercat zombie Nazis.
Now you're talking. Chitara. Well, she was always my favorite. Yep. Anyway, so just I guess just with that, I guess the other piece of news is we're going to be at BrizCon. So Delta 1-0 will be at BrizCon demoing the game.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yep. So we're just in the throes of getting everything printed out and all done and dusted. So hopefully have some giveaways. So if you come along to BrizCon, so if you're in the Brisbane area and you listen to the cast, come along. It's end of April. Can't remember the exact dates.
If you're not in the Brisbane area, it's worth the flight.
Totally.
It's,
if you're international, listen to this. Totally.
You can crash
worth
on the couch at Greg's place.
Random thought, I'm thinking it's about the 28th, 29th.
It is.
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
April.
Yeah. I think you're spot on with that. So, yes, we'll be there with all our
Have you booked the
paraphernalia.
unit yet?
I'm working.
Yeah, I think you could make it. There's something happening. You
Actually,
could make
no.
it. Something happening.
My wife's got a course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you got
Anyway.
I can't remember. Yeah, I remember.
Kinesiology.
Yep. So, yes, I'm not going to hog the whole show and talk about Delta 1-0 and how great it is, which it is.
Come down and get some free stuff.
But yeah, just on that, the plan is to kickstart it in the next few months. Just waiting for the last bit of sculpting to be done, and that's it. We're ready to go.
So
Everything's
then
done.
that's your two startup factions are done.
Yep.
So box ready to pretty much start doing
Rock and roll. Yep.
artwork for the box.
Oh no, it's not going to be a box as per se. Like we've got
It'll come in a box.
it'll come in a box. Yeah, it's
I
not
like-
going to come just in an envelope.
I like to.
It's going to be rustic, shall we say, to keep the prices down to an absolute minimum.
Thematic.
Yes.
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 All right. That's all. It's super exciting. I'm.
You going to do up
Pumped.
like some maybe fridge magnets or anything?
No, because who has fridge magnets?
I have fridge magnets.
Well, I do, but
I
not
like
of-
fridge magnets.
Do you have a war game one?
Well, there's a niche. It sounds like to
yeah.
me.
Dear Kickstarter, here's my idea.
War magnets with skulls.
Maybe we'll have that as a
And
stretch goal.
Kittens.
Kittens
And we'll
with skulls.
We'll have a stretch goal and see how it goes.
Okay.
Maybe not.
That's a cool idea.
You might be able to come down and meet Carlos.
Slinging baggies of plastic crack.
Anyway, right.
He's not having it, is he?
No,
He's not. That's all right.
that's me in the news.
Tonight, King Dylan.
You're listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. Let's masturbate.
Gents, we've got a debate question. And as I said, I'm feeling argumentative tonight, so I thought I'd just drop it on you and see how you go. This come from the group chat.
We haven't had it. Have you been warned about this?
Nope.
Well, that's the point.
All right.
I want. This is raw. It's edgy. We're going to get fired up.
Completely from the hip.
Yep.
This will get us in trouble.
So, this come up during the chat, and I think it was relevant to events that might be coming up soon.
I'm just going to pause though. He does get the tactical advantage here in
Totally.
that he's totally
Yep.
prepped this. It's
Totally.
like you with the news and asking us about the TX2.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Here's this thing that was rumored to be released. Thoughts.
Yeah. Haven't even processed the name of that
All
yet.
right. It's a It's a 2-part question
Ooh.
that got posted, and
2-part questions
it's
means
too much
long.
I don't
means
want to
longer
get into
answers.
the whole thing because it takes too long. And
Is
the
this-
first part we all agree with. So the first part of this
Okay.
question is: should commissioned painted armies be eligible for best painted prizes at tournaments?
This is easy.
And the answer is no.
Of course not.
No.
What else
Like,
you got?
that's
How
just-
hard is it?
that's
Let's
just-
go.
But
Come on.
then this is where it
Bring
got
it.
interesting.
Oh, here we go.
The question follows up,
Follow. It's always got to follow it.
and it says: should they be eligible, or should they get full points for painting if they meet criteria? Or should they be awarded 0 as
no.
you didn't paint it?
I'm all for them getting the points.
And this is
And I'm a big sports, soft
you're a
scores
soft scores
guy.
guy.
Yep. I understand. I can shoot from this one from the hip straight away. I understand that some people do not have the time, means, etc., to do that. But you should not put yourself up for the best painted award. Normally, best painteds get bonus points to the score added. I'm taking it from that system. So, best painted sometimes get a bonus score at the end. Whereas most of the ones we've done, it's like, does it meet the criteria? Tick,
Yeah.
tick, 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 max points. Most people generally get the max points, so it's not like you're really missing out. So I'd rather see.
So when I used to do it, max points would be for top end armies, the
Yep.
best looking ones. They'd get the 20 out of 20. If you had 3 color minimum, nice to the base, standards, command groups.
What are you looking at? 15?
15.
Yeah.
So it's that 5 extra points that it would get you. But then we'd also have a separate prize for best
For
painted.
best painted, which then got, I think maybe in some of those you get a bonus point on top if you win the best painted. Now, if you take that person out of that, that's fine. I'd prefer to promote having armies. Okay, what are the biggest detractions from a game? We talk about War Machine.
Oh, metal models or plastic.
Okay, so
Burr
the
plastic
trade-off
for metal.
is you're going to have more people possibly turning up with that, as opposed to, okay, giving them some points, but letting those people that are actually really keen on the hobby, because they're putting their money into it. It's not like they're trying to skimp out or do dodgy stuff. Promoting them to bring their models and then people seeing it and possibly getting into the game because they see these great-looking armies, great-looking tables. So I actually think that I've got no problems with giving points for people that don't necessarily paint their armies, but they cannot be... they're not up for best painted, obviously. That's just ridiculous to even assume that they could. And I think that comes down to honesty, because obviously you're not going to know the ins and outs of whether someone's painted something or not. That's something you would wear yourself. But I think most gamers are honest enough to accept that you're not going to put it up for best painted. Well, I like to think most people are.
Yeah, there's a line there. There's a gentleman's agreement not to be crossed.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, no,
That's an easy one.
I'll totally agree with Mudster on this one.
Excellent debate. Carry on.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think it's hard for me because the time. Normally, I'd say, nah, you've got to do it all yourself. But I think in this day and age, it's to sort of outsource your painting to somebody else and get it done. I think, that's fair enough because, especially back in the day
I was about
with
to
the
say,
old Warhammer Fantasy, where
that's a
we had
lot of models.
110 plus, over 100 at least.
Oh, easy.
No matter even if you were the elite
Yeah.
army, you're still looking at a minimum of 100 models. To the time, effort to put into it, that's some investment. I think where it falls down, and this might be going off on a little bit of a tangent, but I would say call out to TOs around the world to say, just like what happened to CanCon last year with the AOS. So, I mean, that model count was probably around about, I'm guessing, 50 to 100 from what we saw, and a big monster.
Yep.
Everything based and painted, minimum 3 colours, off you go. I thought that was sensational. I think TOs need to put that in the packs and say, okay, so, in the actual tournament system, there might not be that soft score element. Like I'm thinking of Infinity, there isn't that soft score, so you can rock up with bare metal models and play with them. But why let people do that? I just think that's disgusting, really. I think in this day and age, you can afford the time or outsource it if you can't afford the time. If you can't afford it, well, make the bloody time. Do what I do. Get up at friggin' 5 a.m. and spend what I used to do and spend an hour before going to work, putting on your washes so they'll be dry when you came home, so you quickly dry brush them. So at least that was, a big element of the model finished. So at the weekend, when you did have some time, you could then splash some more color on it and done.
Allow me to take an opposing view.
Ooh.
Okay. So, I don't think you should get soft score points if you didn't paint your army. Now, I get you come into the tournament, you bring a nice painted army, it makes the event look good, makes, the whole thing look good. I get that. But at the same time, you can't let someone else roll your dice for you. You can't let someone else interact with your opponent for you. Why could you outsource the painting and still expect points for just rocking up with it? You know what I mean?
And possibly
like
a 20 out of 20.
If I was paying, let's say I'm paying Chad to stand behind me and tell me the mathematical odds of my dice rolls, would you be okay with that?
No, you never cool with somebody else.
But
often
no,
commentary.
but I don't have the time to do the math. I'm not a great mathematician. I don't know the odds. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so Chad, if I charge into this combat, what are the odds of me coming out of it? And he can sit there and he can crunch the numbers. He can compare the stats to go, right, if you do this, you've got a 3 out of 4 chance that you're going to win this combat this round. And I go, yeah, that's good odds. I'll take it. Now, I can't do that in my head. I refuse to do that in my head, which is why I never win tournaments. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm paying someone else to have a skill, and I'm getting the points. If you have soft scores included in your final score for the tournament, and you're outsourcing your score to someone else, I think you should get a 0. And I never really thought about it until I sort of put myself in the opposite shoe saying, well, I can't outsource any other part of the game. So why should I be able to outsource my army painting to get 20 out of 20 for that? Off we go.
So what happens when you've painted half the army?
So you've had half outsourced half then?
What happens if you've painted 3/4 of the army and you had a centerpiece model painted?
What happens if I have Chad come over for round 6? Final game of the tournament when I'm on table 1 to tell me the odds of things.
But at the end of the day, in my head, the soft scores are essentially a subjective part of the game, and with the painting, it's a beauty pageant. It's got nothing to do with the actual playing of the game itself.
It is. If soft scores are included in your final points total for the trophy, then it does come into the game.
That's only a problem if if you do those crazy painting checklist type scores.
So ours, back in the day, if we had a 5-round tournament, games would be 100 points, soft scores would be 50 points.
You know the ones you used to hear about where it's even things like I'll pick something easy. Movement trays match this, and all the units match that, and blah blah, and just different degrees, and it's so subjective, and it's like a checklist, like 2 pages long. That's where I think there's a problem. I've always thought that paint scores should be it should be a simple system, exactly like sports. Exactly like scoring in the game, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the game. Okay, that's the points difference, that's the score. It should be just as quick. I don't know what it is with the painting, but I guess some people who like to paint get too involved into it, and you get crazy checklists. But if you mark everyone
earning his 20 points, and I've got me getting some dude in the Philippines paying $3 a mini.
And I suppose, put it on, going back to the checklist, all right, let's not go say a 2-page checklist, but back in the day, there was a checklist, and that used to form part of the rules pack. So you could see where, if you want to get 20 out of 20, you could see what you had to do. So let's just say, for example, I've rocked up with my commission painted army, which makes it 20 out of 20, but that's, I've paid for it, so like, whatever, like happy days. But then you got old Joe Bloggs that's done his best. He's splashed his 3 colours on, but he's going to get 10 out of 10 because it's the bare minimum, it's still painted, blah, blah, blah. But because the commission painted has got the banners and they've been free-handed and the eyeballs are done and, he's getting the top marks.
He gets the better points, but he's
going to get better points.
You beat him by 9 points at the end of the tournament. Did you deserve that win or did you buy it?
That's the thing. Yeah, well, never thought of it like that.
But that's why I'm not a fan of those sort of checklists.
Yep.
But it's not even a checklist. If you could have
it's a painting checklist,
peer voted, however you want to make your painting score up.
It's a painting checklist.
It's not. Like I could go around and go 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10 subjectively as a TO. If I give you a score and it's included in the final tally, it doesn't matter whether it's a checklist or whatever system I'm using. If the score goes in the final tally, and you didn't paint it. You didn't earn that.
But
score.
that's why you keep the checklist super simple, as in 3 colours minimum, everything's painted, tick. It's scored. That's it. It's done. Is it all painted? No. It's really, if you keep it as simple as that, it keeps everyone on the same level playing field for that.
Then what's the point of even having painting?
Well, then you end up
scores?
like War Machine or say, Infinity. Most of the guys they paint their models,
most
but
of them.
then it becomes completely irrelevant, and then you end up like War Machine.
But like,
So
we're not arguing what system we're using. We're saying if it's included in soft scores, should you get points if you paint it?
No, but there's no. It's
So
not
we're
that,
not
it's-
saying should you include it in soft scores or should you have a simple soft score or whatever. But the fact of the matter is tournaments include soft scores in scoring.
But if you don't, what I'm saying though is there's a flow-on effect. Okay, it's not just simply because if you take the painting out of it, right, then people aren't going to paint. Okay, so you need the painting scores because you want people to paint. But if you make it so that people are going to get hit with 0 points, for example, because they didn't paint it themselves, how are you going to validate that? You have to purely go on off honesty.
Well, yeah, the same you do for
You're just promoting
painting
people
award.
probably to either lie or just turn up with, if they're not going to get the points, well, I'll just turn up with nothing painted. Boom. To me, I'm looking at it from the what's the long-term effect? Do you want everything painted? I would prefer that. I think most people, if they're playing against another army, they want it painted. So I'm taking the lesser of the evils and the less, I guess, flow-on effect by going, just give them whatever points that is. Don't give them best painted. Let them have this core point, right, whatever we want to call it, so that we don't end up with these other scenarios. Because I don't like these other scenarios more than I dislike this one. It's a lesser of two evils.
There's another option.
just have painted or don't play.
Yep. That's the other option. It's got to be painted. So,
What? Who paints it though?
well, you got to make time. Like at the moment, I'm super busy.
How do you know that they're going to do that?
But you don't play.
No. How do you know that they painted it or not?
It doesn't matter. There's no
Well, you
soft
can look
score.
at a miniature and see
No,
if it's
hang on.
painted or not.
No.
But hang on,
as
there's
in-
no soft score.
Oh, you're going to get rid of the... No.
There's no
Okay.
soft score.
No, you didn't say that you're going to get
Yeah,
rid of the
sorry.
soft scores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the other
Yeah.
option. There's no soft score, but if it's not painted, you don't play.
That would work fine. I'd
Yeah.
have no dramas with that.
Yeah.
And then
It's
you
the
have the
best-
best... Then you
best
can have a
of
best
both.
painted.
But that's not the question that's being asked here. The question that's being asked is, should painted armies count for soft scores? Commissioned painted armies count for soft scores?
And I'm yes.
Muddis, yes.
Because
I'd say
because it's
definitely
a
no.
lesser of two evils.
Without there's a caveat, but I'd say yes. But if there was like a checklist, and say if there's a score out of 20, I would say it would get like an average of 10.
Look,
It's not fair.
if
It
you-
gets 20.
Think about all the games you've played over the years at tournaments.
Yep.
Have you ever played someone who's had, and you've known some that have had armies painted for them?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever looked at them in a negative manner, those armies, or can you even remember those games other than they were just nice models getting pushed around and had a good time?
I can say yes to that.
Yeah.
What?
Probably.
Because they were a bad game?
The individual playing.
Okay, so
didn't-
take the individual out. I'm talking about the board. I'm talking about the game
Oh,
itself.
the game itself. Oh no, yeah, of course. the game's gonna
Aesthetically,
rock.
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Which games are the ones that you walk away going, oh, that was shit, aesthetically?
The ones that jump to mind, the one specific that jumps to mind is JT's Blood Bowl
Gloss black.
gloss
Yeah.
painted Norse
Yeah.
models. Yeah,
Or
Gene
gross.
Stealers.
I'll never to the day I die.
your War Machine, your War Machine
Yeah,
type
War Machine.
boards and
Yeah,
everything.
but
which
they're
is-
playing blister packs. They don't
Yeah,
even take the models.
but that's
They play
where you're going.
receipts.
You used to look across from a lot of the 40k armies at tournaments.
Yeah, totally.
But
It's just assembled. And you're like, that's not. I'd rather just give people. You don't have the time. You don't have the inclination. You don't have the artistic. Whatever. I don't care. I'd rather you went and paid to have it
Yeah, no,
painted
you know what? I don't
so that I
believe
can
that.
play you.
I'm not. You know what? Even the time thing doesn't wash for me anymore because you know what? With 3 rattle cans, I've hit the mark. You know what I mean? You spray paint them black,
So-
grey, white, and even a wash over it. Done. That's literally minutes of your time. Are
So-
you telling me you don't? Instead of when you take a dump, you know what I mean? Just do it really quickly, and you've just gained yourself another 10, 15 minutes instead of sitting reading on the on the toilet.
It's 40 minutes of peace and quiet.
Have you? When was the last time you had to paint a mass?
Do you want to have this argument?
I know we do.
Have this argument?
I know we do. I'm asking Greg.
Well, all right, take my, maybe not mass painted, but the stormtroopers. I honestly didn't have time to do them, right? I was just like, oh, right, I'll just see how quickly I can do them and just shoehorn them in. And I did. I shoehorned them in and got them all punched out in like a week.
That was 5 models, though.
No, it was 10 and 2 speeders.
And they're sprayed white.
All right.
Black, grey, white.
Let's have a little...
You know what I mean,
Let's
though?
have a little hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Soft scores is
But then...
basic checklist, bare simple, 10 points, right? And
Yep.
it's 3 colours and base is minimum.
Boom.
Someone rocks up with a pro-painted army, commission painted army.
Yep.
Okay? You rock up with the one you spent hours busting your gut for.
Yep.
That person beats you by 1 point.
I don't...
And
Doesn't
at the end of the day, and of
bother
course
me.
it doesn't matter to you because you don't give a shit about winning tournaments. But if you're a competitive player and that guy that just paid someone to get those points for him,
Well,
and you had to bust your ass because you can't afford a painter,
Ah, well, then.
and
But
suddenly
hang on.
you're like, oh, he didn't do that. There's a whole part of this tournament he didn't participate in. He just purchased the points.
Well, maybe...
Yeah, there's certainly not. Yeah.
Maybe
most
that guy was such a douche that he was so hell-bent on trying to win the tournament, he lost a sports point that he could have made up if he hadn't been such an anal fuck.
Maybe he got pinged for comp because he took a disgusting...
Yeah, there's lots of
players.
avenues here. There's
Like-
lots of scenarios.
Like I said earlier, if there was a soft score and you rocked up to it with a commission
Maybe he
painted army,
rocked up late because he was still trying to get his miniatures
It is
painted.
painted.
if there's a soft score element, my view would be the commission painted army should be middle of the road. Because I think that's fair. I think they're being penalised. They've got the tick to say, yep, you've contributed to your opponent's fun by having a painted army, but you're not getting the full tally of points.
Totally. But then because you're taking points off, you're essentially taking points off people.
Yep.
Are they going to be forthcoming with that information? Why would I tell you? I just forgot to tell you.
Massive dick.
But I'm talking about in that upper echelon where things are getting competitive. What I'm saying is, if you cap that out, it's not such a big deal. If everyone can achieve that top level score in painting, it's not that big of a deal. And then you can let the sports, which is subjective as well. There's been lots of cherry picking and hitting sports because you're not part of that team. There's lots of avenues there for cheating as well. But I'd rather that than having the other alternatives.
I think if it's in the tournament pack and you rock up to it, you know the form. You know
That's
what the
it.
crack
You got to put it out there.
Yeah.
But depending on what it is, I guess will depend on whether you get told
So I guess
the
it's
truth
up to
or not.
TOs to manage it. I suppose it's the
That's
TO's
it.
fault.
Good luck.
Yeah, everyone blame the TO.
Good luck.
That's my strategy on Sunday, by the way. All right, we might.
What TO?
We'll leave it there for a sec.
I'll be at the fridge.
I want to hear though. I want to know what the viewers, listeners think. So comment on the post and on on Facebook and let us know.
Are we right or are we wrong?
Well, I'm right.
I'm definitely right.
I'm definitely right. I've got the best answer.
I don't trust your answers anymore.
Why?
Yeah.
I think he's getting paid.
I just ever since
just 6 dice
ever
is
since I
everything.
found out he likes the Venga bus, I don't like. I
can't trust him.
anything.
Anything. Oh, yeah, 6
Anything,
dice.
yeah.
Venga Boy, 6 dice.
Yep, Aqua.
Aqua,
6
6
dice.
dice. Barbie Girl, 18 dice.
Tonight, he's done. And you.
Time for another listener question.
All right, last little segment we're going to roll with tonight is one that Greg keeps bringing up, so I think he must have a good answer for it. It's like, oh, we had that question from last year we never got around to, so I'm dead certain he's got an answer up his sleeve for this.
Oh, okay. Yep. I think I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So this is a question that come to us in our Ask Us Anything segment, and the question was along the lines of, what non-wargaming mechanics are you a fan of? So what game mechanic are you a fan of? Greg, this is one that you keep mentioning.
Yep.
Now, have I got this completely wrong and you're just remembering it was a question? You didn't
No,
have an
no.
answer for it? Okay.
It was it was a two-part. It was favorite non-war game,
Okay. Yep.
which we can come back to,
Yep.
hopefully sometime this year.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Test
That's
match.
easy.
No,
Yeah, test match.
No.
Duh.
as in a board game,
The-
you
It
knobhead.
is a board game.
Yeah, it's board restraint,
Board constrained.
constrained.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair
It's a miniature
yeah.
game as well.
And if you do the one day
Have
edition,
you played test match?
fucking one day
No.
Is
edition.
that might just be an Aussie thing?
Do you know what? I think I can
No,
order that
it was in the UK.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the batsman.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna put that on the shelves.
Do it. I'll buy it. I will buy a test match.
I've
if you
got
can
it.
get
I can get it.
I'm not
Is it still
joking.
around?
I'll
Alright.
buy it off
Is it
you.
still around?
I think there's a one day edition.
Oh, what the old one used to be 5 days.
There might be a
What,
20,
the old
20
20.
one now, yeah.
Yeah, they bring the boundary in. There's no outfielders.
There's
There's no
There's
fielders.
flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Flamethrowers.
Yeah.
It's just the batsman and a tee.
You got to be over
Teeing the
15 to
ball
play it because you burn yourself with the fucking flamethrower.
All right. So, right, your favorite board games, fine. Tick that box. Great.
Test
Good on
match.
you.
Yeah.
I think. Well, all right. So I'd open up with a generic answer, and they'll be more specific. I think any game that you can
Can I
quickly
pick
play,
a video game?
any game that you can quickly play, is to me falls into like having the best mechanic, because that's you want to whenever you get something, you want to get straight into it. You know, you want to crack it open, especially a board game. You want to go boom on the board.
Oh,
get
so
the
you
family.
mean like quick player rules or
Well,
a
or-
game that is
or
just quick to
easily,
play?
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy to understand. I would say the latter, where it's
Yeah.
actually easier to understand than quick play. I think quick play is more tabletop wargaming. So for me, and it's a game you introduced me to, is the old Ticket to Ride.
it's a classic.
It's an absolute classic, and it's got everything. It's got strategy. It's got mind games. It's got bluffing. Super simple to play,
Yeah.
and it's a brilliant game.
Yeah.
And for those that don't understand what it is, it's you're the original version. You're trying to build a railway around the United States, and to do that, you get cards, collect cards, and those cards match routes around the United States, and each of those routes are color coded. So you pick up a white card, you can only
The white one?
use that. Yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah.
racist.
There's black ones as well.
Oh, okay.
There's also red ones, but also it's got inbuilt systems to get points. So, for example, if you have the longest route, that's a thing.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do.
Which every time I play, I always love saying
you
to
like the
my
longest route?
my missus, who's going to get the longest route, and she loves it. She loves getting the longest route every time because that gives you 10 points.
How many times do you say it?
It's the only time that she gets a long route.
Is that when she winds
Is that
up
what you're saying?
the willy?
I can neither confirm nor deny. But you get 10 points. That's the whole point. You get 10 points, which is massive in the game. And the amount of times that whoever gets the longest route usually
Is this a drinking game?
usually wins. True? Am I right?
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
It's an extra 10 points. It's
Yeah,
big.
it's huge.
Big.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
So it's good to have long routes.
yeah, and you
I like lots of little short routes personally.
routes.
You got to have little breaks, though.
I like putting in the little routes that block other routes. I like cock blocking routes.
And I guess right, to put it in context, so
We should
whenever-
play this game. It'd be a fun one
Oh,
to actually.
it'd be
to
sick.
stream.
It's
Yeah.
it's fun. So to put in context, also, so I got a copy. We actually got a copy from the local toy store, but unfortunately, it wasn't the American version. It was the European one, which is a bit harder. And I would say maybe, well, certainly in our family group, not as fun as the States. But I actually got a States version posted to the UK just before I flew over there last time I went across the family, so to play with my mum and dad. And my mum and dad are in their late 70s. So, the only other game they've ever played is Connect 4, Monopoly the wrong way, and Drafts, which is English Drafts,
Yeah.
which is,
What about chess?
Boring checkers.
yes,
Yeah.
it's boring ass. Anyway, so they're the three games, right? So to play Ticket to Ride with my parents and my family, so my youngest at the time would have been 10-ish, and my mum and dad 70, and for them to all sit around, play this game, and mum and dad, like I said, their knowledge of board games is zero. So for them to pick it up in literally minutes speaks volumes, and have so much fun, like heaps of fun. Speaks volumes.
I'm a little confused why you didn't take Charge the Lasers over.
This is 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Playtesters.
Yeah, I hadn't even come up with a concept.
So anyway,
Yeah.
that's
All I'm hearing is
And
excuses.
I'll back you up on that. I've given Ticket to Ride as a Christmas present nearly every year to like different people. Like I gave it to a co-worker last year. I gave it to my cousins the year before. I gave it to my other set of cousins on the other side of the family
That's
the
the
year before.
go-to.
Like I'm kind of spreading it around, so no matter who I go and visit, there's always a board game we can play.
Right.
It's sick. It's
Is it really that good?
very cleverly. It's so simple
Yeah,
and so
it
addictive.
won. What was it? Spiel the Jahr
Hey,
winner in
yeah,
2004.
They've been talking
so
about
it's like-
critics lately. I don't know. I trust the critics.
Yeah, all right.
It's brilliant. You'll have a ball.
So I think 2004 it won European Game of the Year. Like it's up there.
Yeah, but guess who's pretty good?
Anyway, I've hogged enough of the mic. That's me. That's mine.
Well, it's a great answer because I completely agree with you there. Quick to play is important.
Yep.
My mechanic that I was sort of don't I? It's the betrayer mechanic.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
When a game has a betrayer mechanic, but we talked about that last week. I thought, no, I'll come up with something original. I'm a big fan of betrayer mechanics. I'm actually, and I know it's a bit, maybe even a bit boganish at the moment, but those,
Winnie Blues,
yeah,
Tuies.
and Tuies, yeah. The social card games,
Okay. Yep.
I think are good.
Yep.
Stuff that I don't think it's a mechanic necessarily, but like a sort of mind shift that a lot of players get. If you ever played, what is it?
I'm trying to think of it.
Oh, the name's completely disappeared from my
Are
head.
you talking about like Cards of Humanity?
Card Against
stuff like
Humanity,
that?
yeah.
I
Oh,
knew
right.
you would come up with that. I was
Yeah.
just thinking, come on.
You know what I mean? Like the game itself it's a little stale by now. But when you get people that haven't played it before and you watch them grow into the game by realizing just how depraved they're allowed to be, like I think it shows an amazing side to humanity that
The true self comes
we've
out.
played it at work and like, you know, you'd be sitting around the table on a Friday afternoon having a quiet beverage after all the kids are gone. And then like,
Is
yeah,
this
the old
with the alcohol you've confiscated?
60-year-old English just come up, oh, what's this game? That looks interesting. Is this a word game? And I'm like, yeah. Have a go. Sit down. Like, what do I do? I'm like, oh, yeah. So you get these cards. It's like, ooh, my goodness. And then before you know it, she's like, anal queefing, you know, like, and collecting tricks. Like, it's amazing to see. There's something about those games, and you know, Cards Against Humanities and the
Exploding kittens.
Exploding Kittens, yes, to a lesser degree, like
Yeah.
with the depravity, but also that people coming out of their shell really.
What was the one we played at Connexio?
Yeah,
Because that was actually
the
Aussie
more
one.
about
Cyanide and
you.
Happiness
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it was more about
no,
you.
no, the Connexio one, yeah.
Yeah.
Prison based.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
God, that was a while ago.
Yeah, the question one.
Yeah. It was
Anyway, yeah.
yeah. You had
So
to
any of
guess
these sort
about-
of social, and I know, I'm sure our hardcore gamer friends out there will be like, oh, Jacob, this is ridiculous. Cards Against Humanity. And I'm like, but there's a reason it's so popular. And it's the mechanic that it allows people just to open up and just lose themselves in a game a little bit. And when you start losing yourself in a game, that's when you know it's a good thing. Like, I think that's super key there.
Yeah.
So,
No, hit the nail on the head. Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah. And that 60-year-old English teacher saying anal queefing is just going to stay with me until I die.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I think that's got to stay with me until I die as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
So, Mud, is there any mechanics or any
No.
honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions.
Anything you love outside of
Outside of wargaming. See, that's not me. Define a wargame.
Well, anything that's like not this tactile, like it's
Well,
got
that's not.
miniatures.
This isn't a wargame.
So RPGs isn't a war game. Board games.
Gaslands isn't a war game. It's a car racing game.
Oh, yeah, roll with it.
Rumble Slam. That's not a war game. That's a wrestling game.
I think you're drawing a long bow there.
Blood Bowl. That's a sports game.
Talking mechanic.
I thought you talked about what game you liked.
Yeah, no, it's in quick start. Like that's my key
Look,
mechanic.
I've got none. I could just bullshit, but I don't play anything outside of war games.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Sorry.
It's
Well,
just
hopefully
made
this year
me, made
we'll
me feel sad, Muddy.
yeah,
Like, I wanna
broaden
give
your
you a bit of a
horizons.
hug.
Fuck,
Well,
man. You
definitely
kidding
have
me?
to play Tick to Ride.
Do you know how many war games there are? We've been sitting here saying, "Oh, want to do this, want to do that, want to do this. Oh, I got this, that."
Honestly,
There's not enough
would we
time.
be gamers in 2019 if we didn't have too many games and not enough time?
Yeah, but I think board games specifically are, it's a family thing. Like, could I sit down and play Rumblesand with the kids? Yes, I can, but it's friggin' hard work, man. It's such hard work.
What about Dungeon Saga? Is that a no? What am I?
Well, yeah, we
What's
played
the
through
magic?
that,
Yeah.
but it's not something like that's something I just did with the kids. You know what I mean? It's not like it's something that I'm like I had fun playing New Angeles, but I've only played it once, so I'm not going to really put that in. Chess.
Yeah, that's a board game.
I used to love playing that as a kid, but I haven't sat down and played chess
chess
in
is the
a long time. I used to love it.
Chess is the ultimate game.
I used to love playing
right.
against my grandfather. And
I think we've got our mission for 2019.
I think so.
Oh,
Let's-
Wait a
let's
minute.
introduce Muddy. You know, like when we took Jono for sushi.
Yep.
Hashtag.
he's never been the same.
He
since.
hasn't been the same since.
No, but I think you're right. Like that's
Well,
It's
what
wicked,
game?
man.
What possible game could be possibly
there's
better
heaps out there.
than a war game or a tabletop game?
But
Or one of my
it's a different genre. So you look at it differently. It's something you play in 15 minutes, half an hour, done. You're done, dusted, happy days. Or a Ticket to Ride might be an hour. Generally an hour, I would say. For,
You know,
for a
like-
board game. Would that be right, Jacob?
Yeah,
Cards
you're
Against
right.
Humanity. We played that.
Yeah.
I've played the one we were just talking about with Connexio. Had a good time, but they're not. There's nothing about them that sticks out to me and makes me want to rush out and play them again.
No, but I think
Do you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing. They're not. Yeah, they're probably not. Just to an extent, they're not.
There's
as
just
in-depth.
there's no skulls.
They're not.
There
appealing
is
to
no
they're not
skulls.
designed to that collector mentality. Cards Against Humanity's tried it
I-
with expansions, and people went out and bought every one of them. But
I like the aesthetic of things, and board games do not have an aesthetic. They do not have an aesthetic.
that's harsh.
No, I know with all the hybrids and everything else going
But
on,
even
but
then, there's some beautiful bloody board
there's some
games out
beauty,
there.
Yeah,
but
there is.
but you can't. You can't fall into the world. You can't look down into it. It's still a board with little miniatures that
You
are
can't
just
immerse
standing there on a
yourself.
board. There's nothing immersive
Yeah.
about it. It's not like looking across at this and going, "Oh yeah," like you fall into that.
You want
I-
to just
a
explain?
board
just
game's
wanna
a board
explain
game.
to the listeners what. you're
Oh,
looking
sorry.
at.
I'm just pointing at my Batman board that I'm slowly building,
to-
and the Gaslands that are sitting
Again,
here
this
as
could
well.
just be the combative mood that I'm in tonight.
He's in.
But you
he's in-
take a game like XCOM. XCOM, where
I've played that.
Yep.
has the iPad and they're shouting out the orders, and you're frantically trying to do everything in the turn before the timer runs out. That sucks
Yeah.
you down in the game. That's immersive.
I didn't. Oh, maybe that was just about. Yeah, I didn't really. No.
Okay.
I find
Yeah.
Dead of Winter immersive. I certainly got the feeling that you were in that
Haven't played it.
compound, and you were trying to survive.
Yeah.
But can you actually see the like? You know what I mean? Like I look at this and I can see it.
Yeah, there's a bit of it. I think
You're
from
having
memory,
to you're having to picture it,
Standees.
right?
Yeah.
Like this is the difference between watching a movie at the movie cinema, Captain Marvel, and reading the book.
I see where you're going. Yeah. Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I like to sit down and watch the movie in the big screen. You probably like it both ways, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it every way.
Game of Thrones.
Yep.
You loved that book series.
Yeah, I couldn't put the book down.
I couldn't stand it.
Mm.
That thing's got rave reviews, but he's just describing the smallest part
Yeah.
of the detail of the left boot that he's wearing,
Yeah.
and then his name never comes up again.
Yeah.
You're just constantly having to remember,
Or he's
and then
killed
not
off the
remember.
next page.
Yeah, like to me, I found that frustrating. Whereas I can watch Game of Thrones and go, "Oh, cool show."
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like that for me
Yep.
with board games.
All right. So this has gone from now listener question to I think a plea for help.
Let's get Muddy to play
This is
board
not a play.
games.
I'm actually quite.
not necessarily
content.
but say that there's no board game mechanic that draws you to.
Or I'm not
play
saying
it.
that. I'm not going to say there's not a mechanic.
Well, then
but
that's
I
what we
don't
need to find.
No.
We
What I
need
mean
you
is,
to
I
go,
don't.
Right. Well, what's
I don't play them enough to know what the mechanics.
Yeah, you haven't had the
are.
exposure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So listeners, let us know what does he need to play. I'll invest.
Is this
I'll
like?
invest in board games to get Muddy to
Is this going to be like the RPG thing now?
get me to play.
Get me to
Yes,
play
that'll
a
be our
frickin'
next.
board
Get me to
game.
play. I love
You
it.
know,
Yep.
I did win New Angeles. I'm just saying. I did win that.
Don't get me started.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You get a copy of Battlestar Galactica. I'll play that with you.
That's a war game.
I know.
That's not a board game.
It is a-
Battlestar Galactica.
No,
Yeah.
it's a board game. You
Is it? I
dude.
thought it was a war game.
No,
No,
it's a board
dude.
game.
It's a board
Really?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker talking to me about board games. You don't know what you're talking about. I fucking tell you, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right.
All right. And
And I'm going to be the Cylon. Yes.
you won't. You be see. We will know if you're the Cylon because you get that card and you go, oh fuck.
Oh, hang on.
I don't want to play this shit.
There's two versions.
Oh, will I?
Yeah, there's that board game version where you play with the
You're
cards.
talking about the space
Battles one I was
They've
thinking of.
just brought out.
That's just been brought out. Yeah,
I
that's the one I
don't
thought you.
know if it's actually released yet.
Yeah,
It's close, but
It has got the same mechanic apparently as the Star Trek fighter wing thing.
yeah, it's
Same dudes who made it.
It's a dogfight one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
You know,
X-Wing.
No, it's not the same. It's not
No.
Fantasy Flight One. It's different. Different company.
yeah, the Star Trek thing.
Yep.
If they had there's more releases for Armada too. Just thought coming soon, but if they had gone that route with the Battlestar Galactica, I would have been pretty happy with that. But they didn't. They went the X-wing for lack of a better way of describing it.
Yeah. Rather than big ships.
Yeah, rather than the Armada, it's a dogfight. I don't like the dogfight so much. Oh, that reminds me. Are you gonna get all into the new crossover stuff that's coming out for X-wing?
No.
All that conversion stuff
No.
for the other series?
No.
Okay.
No, you mean second edition?
Yeah, well, they're redoing all the from the different movies and whatnot.
Well, the kids
different
don't play it.
periods.
If the kids see it and go, "Yeah, well, I want it," I'll get it. But
Aye.
until the kids see it, then I'll be like, "No."
Cool,
We've got
cool,
the
cool.
old X-wing.
That's
we
enough.
don't even play that, to be honest.
Yep.
So
And you're still painting your Legion too, aren't you?
getting through it.
Yep.
Well, there's still Gloomhaven that I'm really keen to buy. That's the number one
Gloomhaven.
game on Board Game Geek.
Really?
I don't trust them
Yeah.
critics. I
Yeah,
don't
you
trust them.
shouldn't. So,
Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven. That's the one I talked about.
Yeah.
It's the massive RPG
Yeah,
game
yeah.
with all the... Yeah,
Interesting.
so I
Okay.
saw it on a competitor's online retail store for a reasonable price the other day. So I think it might bump New Angeles off the wish list and take its spot.
Is that a Fantasy Flight one?
No.
No.
No. This was the one that was like 9 kilos
Oh fuck!
worth
Shipping.
of stuff from the Kickstarter.
That's
And
lots of
Shipping.
mechanics.
That's
There's
about
lots of
yeah.
mechanics.
that's about
with
$160.
yeah. So from Mighty Ape, it's $5. So.
Yeah. Fuckers.
But you know, they're just at Redcliffe, so it's not that far. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're definitely in the call out. So listeners, if there's
Are they really at Redcliffe?
their distribution center,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you fucking drive over there?
No,
No.
I tried that.
How the fuck? Oh, I don't understand because they got all the G-Dub stuff, right? You got to have a storefront to do that. You got to have opening hours to do that.
Unless you're the Oceanic biggest retailer.
Yeah. And you just say you got opening out. Yeah. Anyway, motherfuckers. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, anything else, gents, or should we leave it
I think
there?
let's wrap it up, gentlemen.
That's a good old chat.
Up.
So, coming up, in no particular order, listeners, you need to listen out for our live play RPG that's coming very
Wait
soon.
up. So I'm getting raped into RPG.
Roped. You are getting roped.
Yeah, roped. What did I
That's
say?
not what you said.
Oh, really? Kind of feels like the other a little bit. And a board game.
At least
If it's Battlestar Galactica, I'm all right.
I think you got to play at least a few board games. I just can't. I don't.
A
think you just play
few. I haven't
one.
got time.
You got heaps of
I'm
time.
running
do.
tournaments.
Heaps of time. Yeah.
So we
Playing
have our
King's
live play
tournaments.
RPG episode coming up. Listen out for that. You might say you could even start dreading it. Now you need to keep an ear out for our Tombstone review, which is coming soon.
See, that's another game I've got to play. That's why I've got time
Yeah,
to
well,
play board
you've gotta-
games.
we're waiting for you to buy your Indians and get them painted.
So racist.
Engines.
Sorry, First Nations peoples.
Nate, yeah, them.
We've got
Ooh,
a review of Strontium Dogs coming up in the very near future.
is that painted?
Ooh.
Yep.
Better be tournament ready,
Yeah, we'll have the checklists.
You have your checklist.
and you better have painted it. I'll fucking know.
Not to mention the usual chat, news, and banter you've come to love and enjoy. And
I'm seeing DT on Saturday too.
we'll
Yeah,
definitely
good
need,
luck in your tournament.
Square base, boom.
not to mention the Brisbane Brawl
Brisbane
shakedown
brawl.
that we'll have to have next
The
episode.
shakedown. There'll be a punch up at the KFC afterwards.
You're convinced that's going to happen?
It's gonna be on. No, I'm gonna get tickets going and everything.
All right.
Come watch the brawl. Watch the real brawl.
It could be the backyard brawl.
Can hit someone with a real chair. Back at work. Batista's back, baby. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Boom. Looking forward to
What's
that.
his name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Drax.
Drax. Yeah, he's back.
All right. We'll leave it there.
Ric Flair's 70th birthday the other day.
What? No
Yeah,
way.
man. 70.
Did you see that film clip he was in?
Which one? Where he's in the hip hop? He's in all
Yeah,
of
he's
those
in the hip hop
fucking
one.
things,
And
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the bit where like the music stops and it's like him talking. He's like, and back in there. And you just think, why? Why did you let him speak?
Yeah.
He was like bopping around in his
Yeah.
robe, that's fine. But as soon as he opens his mouth, like, oh,
He's 70.
yeah. And that's a lot of cocaine and head trauma.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
His body's
Totally.
broken.
He definitely lived the dream.
yeah.
He lived it.
Dreams
And I think he still
over.
is. I think he still is.
I think his body's a nightmare. Yeah.
All right. On that note, happy birthday, Muddy.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to Power Stance Gaming Podcast. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. Subscribe and review. You know you love us.